that, but I am now.
So you heard Petus and now you're paying attention. I see what you're putting down, sir.
I plead the fifth.
Oh, there's their counter.
Yeah, the counter of the tempo from the Timber Saya.
By the way, Nica, you're the only like good player here. I'm unranked, and YaboiiDP, I think he just reached Herald 1 yesterday, so you're gonna have to carry us with the big brain stuff.
It's alright. No problem.
Yeah, I love how you didn't even defend yourself there, YaboiiDP. Like, you're just like, yeah, I'm
Nah,
black,
I don't know. The gap between Legend and Immortal is basically Herald to Immortal, so.
It's all just a big fucking trench anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
The entire MMR system.
The two peaks are Immortal rank 1 and Herald 1. That's 2 peaks. Yeah. The most Dota knowledge is present at those two MMRs.
Oh, 0 MMR and 10k MMR.
Yeah.
This team is disgusting. The only thing they're lacking right now is like I'm feeling like they have no big like team fight thing, but I really don't think
their AoE is really weak. They have a Lich, but I don't think that matters too much.
I think if they just like pick a pushing hero, like if they pick like a Death Prophet or something, they don't even need.
Wait, on Dire?
On Dire, yeah. If they just pick like a DP hero that's really good at pushing and really good with the team fight with their ultimate.
You know what? It would actually
be especially since the team is very like timing heavy reliant anyways. It's not even like a bad pick. They're focusing on timing anyways.
Pugna would be insane.
Yeah, it feels the same sort of tempo roll from.
It's much stronger versus Timber though.
That's true.
Yeah. Absolutely Shrek's Timber.
I was gonna say Pugna, but I realized that like pro players love Death Prophet. I wanted to sound smart. I apologize, guys. I'm a sellout.
That's true. Death Prophet's just my least favorite hero of all time. So
I like Death Prophet. She's cool. Love her lore too. She just really wants to fucking die. She just can't. Sad life.
Just like Huskar. He just wants to die.
He wants a noble death. Who doesn't want a noble death? You know what I mean? Last ban life, so you don't usually see that. Usually like second or third ban.
Yeah, that's really interesting. The def, I don't know, maybe. Well, it looks like they. Why would you do that versus Enchantress? I don't know. Feels like Enchantress is really good versus Lifesteal. You have Tusk to cancel his teleport too.
I think it's just more of a security thing. They don't want to have them have like a good strong timing hero, because every hero right now on their team has like a really weird timing that don't really sync up. Like they all rely on like, well, not all of them, like Tiny and the Timber.
Oh my god! I was about to say, I was like, the only reason that they ban Lifesteal is so that they can pick Invoker probably.
So looking at their Dota buffs before this game, 3 players on Dire, their most played hero is Invoker. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, Cello's been playing for Invoker for a while. I don't think that's what it's going to be unless it's a tough mid. But we'll see.
It remedies their team fight a little bit, but it is going to be a little hard. They're going to have to babysit this hero a bit, wait for him to get ready to play the game. That's going to be one kind of like point of this game. How well does Invoker's lane go? And when is he going to be able to actually play Dota?
Bloodseeker would be Pog. Bloodseeker would be pretty damn good for the Radiant here. Shrek's Invoker. PL would be, I don't know, Alchemist is really good versus PL. I think Bloodseeker would just...
Yeah. I think they need a little bit more lockdown, but Bloodseeker provides that in a bit kind of weird way, but he fulfills it nonetheless. And he's not too greedy. They'll be able to.
I mean, if we're comparing lockdown, I think Radiant has dire beat though. All the tiny stuff, Warlock ulti, Rubik, and the stuff that he steals.
But it is always just going to come down to, can they stop Alchemist from farming? Right now, I don't know. Because right now they don't really have they don't have like a second hero. Alchemist is their only hero.
They're so greedy that it seems like the perfect Bloodseeker game.
Pog champion,
that's not the pick.
Does that even lane well against
It does.
Bench?
It's just you need to be really scared of sunstrikes.
Okay, let me sell this to you.
Well, actually, that's probably Morphling mid, isn't it? Because I think Dragos are mid player. I was assuming they were gonna pick carry this pick.
The lane is supposed to be favorable, but it's Drago versus Brave Bear. We'll see. Youth v youth.
You can morph into Alchemist, and I think that's the only positive. I think you can morph into Enchanters, but they don't really have any physical heroes other than Alchemist, and I think he's not really gonna care about the Untouchable anyways. It's not a bad
Well,
pick,
it's
but
the nature's attendance as well. You can steal that in a fight. Tusk.
Probably the best deal is tag team.
Yeah.
mm,
Because
Switching to Tusk is.
you can tag team and then switch back to morph, and you still have the tag team.
I guess the only downside in that would be you're gonna have like 500 HP when you're fully Agimorphed, and you have to stand next to the hero you're hitting. That's gonna be a little sus, but we'll see if they try and pull it off. Oh, who's cameraman?
You.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, let's get some obs BettersonMcgee going. Just doing some stretches, getting ready to cry. Tears are flaming. Oh, I'm sorry, Twitch chat.
And then who's shoutcasting here?
Ooh, I love doing that. I love yelling.
Okay. Sorry. Sounds good to me.
Wait,
See, lanes are, I don't know. This Timberstar is definitely gonna be swapping lanes constantly to try and find the out. Besides that,
Yeah.
it's probably gonna be pretty normal.
Call me wet ass boys.
Oh, make sure you open mic in game.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That way, if anybody watches through the client, they actually still have spectators, and we're not just a silent cast.
Where's that setting? Audio.
It's team. All right, Bray is running to the bot lane. He actually has Quas skill first. Okay, this might actually be a Quas Invoker. Really good versus the Tiny.
Where's the auto open mic? Oh, never mind. Okay, so party, I'm assuming.
No, team.
Team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sick.
So if this is a Quas Invoker, it's gonna give them the space for the Alchemist, but I don't know how well it's going to do versus the Morphling as he gets to level 3 and level 5. I think his damage is just going to be too high unless Invoker's able to get a kill.
30 seconds.
Oh, we got an EG fan here. Feels good, man.
30 days and they
someone's a little tilted, huh? Got some spam things. Oh, dude, I'm doing like the multitask of all hell, dude. I'm trying to switch my host to Mr. Pound here. I'm trying to obs this game, and I'm also trying to cast. I feel like Invoker right now. I'm just a genius.
I'm down to shoutcast if you want.
Let's just watch some Dota, boys. They get 2 runes. Bottom 3. Dire gets 3 runes.
Did he skill? He did skill. Okay.
He's walking up by his calling blade, greedy little bastard.
I guess Radiant got the lanes they wanted immediately too.
Yeah. Feels good. I wonder if they're going to try and swap. I would assume yes. I don't know.
Okay, let's give Drogo the highlight he wants. Let's see what you got, Drogo. That's 1C. That's nice. It's Invoker 0. Neither of them get that range creep. Got some pings coming out top.
They're tri-laning the Alp now.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. Tag team in. On to Luca. He has reactive armor. Caleb. He's half HP. Baker goes for the Warlock heal, but there's no way this guy lives.
I'm good.
Reactive armor that
first blood.
Level 1 reactive armor won't put up with that.
More too. Baker, not like this, buddy. Tag team in 10 seconds.
Oh
my god, fatal.
Frost Blast, man. Legendary. But they're going back on the offensive. Tag team's up, but he's not going to have the health to do anything about it.
I think Cello might be dead here. The Fade Bolt's coming in.
He's got healing salve. He's going to make some sick plays with it. Watch. Turning around, but Warlock drops.
Yikes.
Oh, what a beast. Gets the snipe with all hell, dude.
Oh, now we have tri-lane v tri-lane here. Monk S.
Do you ever want Tiny just like passively trading farm in one of the side lanes? Or or what? Like,
I'm
don't you
sure
prefer that
it's
Timbersaw there?
it's fine. It's just that right now he's getting bodied by White
Yeah.
here, nearly dying to him.
If I was,
At a certain
I think
point,
I'd
though,
let him
Tiny
get, like,
gets kill threat in that lane once he gets Toss and Avalanche leveled up a bit.
I think I'd give him Avalanche and then switch Tiny Timbersaw down there.
It's
I don't know.
it's
I
gonna
think
be
it feels better.
a long time before he really starts to do well though. As he's skilled up one in tree grab.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be easy for him. There's no one really to rotate to like start a gank too. There's the Rubik, but 0.8 lift, not like this.
Oh, that's my first kill miss.
Braybreak
How'd he
gets
get
a
him?
solo kill on Drago.
Oof.
Oh, just what's it called?
Not
Cold
what
snap.
you don't normally expect from a Morphling V Quas
There
Wax
is a
Invoker.
regenerate
If it was
now.
Exhort, I think it would be normally be possible, but
Yeah. And that's only level 1 Quas, so that wasn't even...
Chantress is wearing her crown
Huh.
proudly. Oh, some drama going on down here. Tag team hitting him up. Fade Bolt doing a little bit of work keeping him alive, but not for long. Warlock's dead.
it's a pretty nice spot for Alk, though, just able to acid spray both the wave and the hard camp. Feels really good. See, they aren't doing any stacks quite yet, but I don't know. Dire
Tiny.
Alchemist is way
Toss?
stronger.
Is he gonna throw the tree? He does, but it's not enough to kill. He has a little bit of stick juice,
Ooh,
but he
Minecraft
dies.
falls bottom.
On top
Oh,
now,
nice.
Luca.
I thought this was going to
Tag
be...
team and acid spray. This Timbersaw's in a lot of trouble. Goes down to the ice shield.
And already 6-0 towards the Alchemist
Just
lineup.
barely nicks him.
Yeah, I thought this top lane was going to be in favor of Radiant, but I guess since they're able to shut down Timbersaw while enabling Alchemist, it's kind of a double
It's
win
just
for what they're trying to do.
Luca thinking that he's way stronger than he is here. You
Yeah.
need level 2 reactive before you're. Oh my God, Caleb! What, Cello?
I learned a little something in my Battle Cup yesterday. It's that if you want to run a tri-lane, Warlock is not your hero. He has a heal, but unless he has like 2 god tier heroes that are going to be willing to just run down the lane nonstop, it doesn't work out. Because my team was yelling at me to pick Warlock. I was like, you guys are dumb. It's a long story. Maybe we'll get into it. But it was insanely toxic. But it was kind of fun, not gonna lie. But Warlock is bad for tri-lanes, in my opinion.
I mean, you still get the damage from Fatal Bonds in lane.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, who's gonna make much use of it?
Also, it's always good
I
in a
guess-
defensive lane.
I guess a Buzzsaw, you know? Yeah, in a defensive lane is good, but I'm saying, like, an aggressive tri-lane, which is what you need against, like, an Alchemist if you're gonna pick a tri-lane. You can't do a passive tri-lane against Alchemist. You're trying to lose.
Yeah, I mean the problem is that they have 1 stun, and it's the worst stun in the game. Level 1, I would say.
Yep.
As far as duration goes.
Tornado? He's really low, but he's switching to Morph. He's switching to Strike type main.
Drago very smartly purchasing a raindrop.
Yeah.
Save him. Oh, and in bot lane, Tiny gets enchanted up. He's under the creeps. He's going for the bounty run.
Avalanche!
He's gonna save him for now, but a couple hits and this guy dies. I mean, he might get the rune, but I think he dies no matter what. Right? He's up, gets it canceled. He doesn't have enough mana for toss, but I think even if he had, he would still fall.
Oh, almost.
Gets the runes though. Clap. And he's actually winning the CS war.
Alchemist.
I think that's just from the power of tree grab.
I don't know, tree that's not I think it's more that he's just way higher damage. Just now comes the Invoker, pays through. Holy shit, the Warren gets Hotel and Caleb is gonna go in Brave Ray. They dive the tower, and that's 2 for none. That was in trouble though. We'll fall.
Hit him!
Oh my God, Caleb is falling for Fatal Bonds.
He survives 17 HP. What a monster.
2 for 1. They get on the board at least. It's also giving Drago a lot of space mid.
This game is crazy.
Suddenly, actually, Drago actually has 16 denies here.
Okay, dude, if you're Tiny, do you just like leave now? Because like she has level 7, and she can literally just click him and he's dead. I
mean, there's no one that can lane here right now.
Not a single hero. I just leave.
That's
like,
Enchantress.
We have a stand-in, right? Like you guys can find somebody else. I'm not playing.
Yeah. Well, Alchemist might be in. I don't know. Timus only has 3 stacks on him.
Tusk might be trying to do something mid, but he has no snowball. He's just kind of like standing there.
He's
The
gonna
snowballs
find a
in his hands.
DD room though.
Trying to find something to do.
I don't know who he really killed. His top lane is a Timber Chain, in mid lane actually the EMP goes in on his Drago. He is all in Wex, so the attack speed's helping his cold snap, but there's no way. Morphling too strong.
Yeah, especially since he has 3 points in Morph now, or Attribute Shift. It's gonna be a lot harder to kill him in this lane.
Tusk coming around the back.
He doesn't have any mana for waveform, but he's going around. He's making sure he's not going for the shrine or anything.
Oh, dude, if he only saw Pepe hands.
Pepe hands. Wait, what is the morph doing? He's morphing strength. What? Beggar? That was very, very odd. He was morphing strength while he salved.
Yeah, I think that's actually the way to get more out of a salve with Morphling.
Really?
It was discovered a little while ago.
Well,
There's a lot of weird
running
stuff.
Into the EMP, half HP morphing strength now. Yeah, there's nothing for him to do. There's no way from an in comes Cello, and morphing strength means you're not gonna have enough armor to fight. You're actually Wi-Fiing the bot lane. Fighting off still. He's under the tower. The armor is saving him.
Oh my god!
And the nice rotation from Rubik saves that gank.
I was getting ready to write a eulogy for Morphling, but now I gotta write like a sad speech for him going to prison for murder, man. That's kind of weird. I didn't expect that at all.
Tower armor is underappreciated. He was at 0 base, but the +3 from the tower saved him from dying to tag team.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that would have made it more clutch is if like Rubik had a Basilius ring or something that gave him the armor to survive.
And Alchemist is now just in the jungle farming stacks, and he has a Mud Golem stack here.
This
being dire though, it's the best part to farm for Alchemist right here. You acid spray both the medium and the small camp at the same time.
Yeah.
There was one time I was playing against an Alchemist mid, and he was actually on the Radiant, and he would run all the way up to a stack of the camp every minute.
That's hilarious.
It was wild. Ended up losing that game, Pepe hands.
You know? Scat occurs.
Okay, attention's turning to this bottom tower. Tiny is in a lot of trouble. Tag team and Impetus. This hero has no chance of survival. Doesn't toss it away anyways.
They're just bullying poor clankers down here.
Looks like they may have wanted to try and turn there, but just not teleporting in time or not being in the area in time.
Oh, dude, I hope he didn't tell his mom to watch this game or something. Now she's watching her son get, like, abused. I'd cry, man.
Nah, it was the Invoker who's getting his friends to play, so... His mama is proud.
What she doesn't know can't hurt her.
Yeah. Oh, they're moving in mid. They're teleporting, too. This is the time coming in. He doesn't have
the stun ledge right in time.
He didn't use it.
Great execution on that gank from Dire.
Moving on to the Lich. Baker's actually puts the fail bomb on the Cello as well, but in comes the chain cross. Move to the creeps, but Cello.
Oh my god!
Fatal bombs on the Mud Golems. The Lich ulti was shredding them.
It feels like we're back in the time when Lich Ultimate could just like sit on ancient creeps and infinitely stack. That's what it's reminding me of.
Moving in for Braybe. Holy crap, he almost killed him.
He's just gonna walk it off though with his 4 points in Quas.
Dun 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 dun
dun. Moving in with the ice strike going with the snowball as well, but now Drago with the adaptive strike kills onto the Invoker, moving on to Chell. Now the punch onto Klinger's gonna try and run. She morphs into the Tusk. Big pog from Drago there. Why actually use this?
But Enchantress.
And Drago's back. Unluckily for them, this is all the space for the Alchemist, as the supports have not blocked any camps. That's a Pepe hand.
He's just up here farming his heart out.
6k net worth. Man's a beast.
Is exactly where you want to be on Alpha. Maybe you want to be a little bit more farm, but I don't know. He's still huge.
He went for phase boots and 2 bracers though.
Oh, it buys. Okay, it looked like he bought the recipe there first.
He almost did.
Tiny getting a little courageous here.
That's big. Level 4 EMP on the Rubik.
For a guy named Tiny, he sure has huge balls going in for the avalanche.
Level 4 untouchable. You're not killing that dude, Doug.
Yeah, he's never going to get a right click off.
Tornado,
Goes in for the enchant.
EMP, dropping the cold snap. This hero has nothing to do right now but run away. A half-hearted attempt to claim the life of Timbersaw.
Interesting that he went for the morbid mask instead of the bottle. I don't know.
Brave.
It would have been really, really important if he had gone for the exalt build, because you can't be low if they have a sunstrike. But since they don't have that, I don't think he really needs to be full HP the entire time.
Yeah.
Timbersaw.
He's having a
lands
lot
right there.
of-
Telekinesis. Frost Shield putting in a lot of work. He survives the exchange for now. Not Rubik is not going to be as lucky. He has the rock, but he's going to opt not to drop it. At least for now, he's healing up.
Invoker coming in.
Alchemist coming in to claim the kill. Cold snap onto Timbersaw.
Killing
Oh, they
spree.
had like a big old sunbeam to drop on him.
If only, yeah. He is going for that spirit vessel, though. Going to be incredibly strong versus Morphling and the Timbersaw.
This tops in Pog.
Yeah. Thompson would have a meteor hammer, dog. Don't.
Yeah, come on.
Come on.
Don't disrespect Thompson like that.
I'm not disrespecting. Thompson should be honored that I'd call him by the sweet, sweet name of Bray Bray.
I can't wait for Ti.
Yeah, Ti's gonna be sick.
If only it wasn't in China, I would actually be there.
Yeah, I went the last 2 years, but
My best shot at going to TI, which was when it was in Canada, and I didn't get to go, dude. Feels so
Really?
bad.
Wow.
Because I'm fucking broke.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah. No one's gonna take me, dude. I'm gonna
Paper
walk to
hands.
Vancouver. Not a chance, dude.
Yeah, I got to the airport in Canada and I realized that I didn't bring my credit card, so I was
Ooh.
living on like $440 in cash the entire time. Now moving with the EMP Breaker, does have mana the double arcane boots.
You can
Not
live
able
off
to
of
go
$40
for it,
and
though.
see if Invoker can live off of 800 HP in this exchange. This is looking kind of sus. They opted
Just,
to disengage.
A week worth of McDonald's there.
I mean, you're not. He wanted to complain, dude. McDonald's is blessed.
Yeah. 10k net worth Alchemist, by the way.
Did you get a
Me.
poutine while
Halfway
you were
to
in
his
Canada?
AC. Clankers thinks he can fight. He cannot fight this. The team
Dude,
is
he
playing
hits.
behind, but I mean,
This
even
might
with the
be-
team, I doubt that they can kill him.
They're actually chunking, dude.
he decides just to back off.
He's gotta lick his wounds after that, dude. I'd be crying.
Yeah.
They're going really hard on this mid tower, by the way. 4 heroes
Why
coming
is
in.
this Alchemist so
Radiant's
farmed?
middle tower is under
Hit
attack.
my hands.
And here's a
Yeah, they
fortification
didn't do nearly enough to try and stop him.
I mean, they didn't do anything to stop him besides
Do
trialing
Radiant
him.
want their middle
Just as
tower?
predicted.
Oh, and here we go with
Rocket
only time
drop.
to touch though. Fail bus is
And a
only
lot of
on
snowball saved him though. Tag team. He's rolling in. Morphling putting in a lot of pressure. Jade Frost bouncing around, hitting only creeps for now though. Goes into Timbersaw, back to the Golem, back to the Timbersaw. Doing nothing in this fight actually. Morphling's getting really aggressive. Fade Bolt almost takes the life of Lich.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh man.
Unluckily, had already
Impetus.
used all of his mana on Tusk. Was not able to get Fatal. Fatal's 5-1-6 by the way. Jesus Christ.
We'll take that.
Holy shit.
My waters rise.
What items does he have?
Funnily enough, the person who's died the most is Cello. Pay hands.
He's still rich as fuck.
Oh, he's actually under Fatal. Oh, it feels bad. Who's the real 5, Cello? Who's the real 5?
People rip.
Well, in a tri lane, who knows?
Radiant's middle tower is
true.
under attack.
Schrodinger's 5.
Dire's
Oh,
top
in the
tower
Lich ult from the Rubik, level 2 Arcane Experiments. This is a big one, but the Nature 10 is just too much. Actually, Luca coming in doing a lot of damage, but Purus is too much for Y to deal with. They don't have a Spirit Vessel. The Nature 10 is, they're just not able to kill him. He's barely surviving the entire time. Shocking will finally finish him
He's
off. They have
alive!
no protection, but
They
the
dropped the
Sentry
ward!
Weak, there's nowhere to go. There's no Force Staff or anything. We're gonna fight him in
Double
freeze.
kill.
Dire's middle tower is
Eagles
under
good,
attack.
man, as they make their way back into this game.
It's 2-0 and a successful tower defense.
They do have the damage to deal with the Alk with a tiny combo plus an adaptive strike. I think he will die.
Fiend.
Is Dire going to let that middle tower fall?
Oh, they find Fatal. It's gonna be second death of the entire game. It's a big kill, very big kill. Yeah, he had Chain Frost, so
Yeah.
might be.
Dire
If
don't
they
look
try and
too
fight it, this
scared
could
of
be
Radiant's
disaster.
top tower.
Kale does find Baker on the backside, moving in onto the Timber Saw. He's actually getting low. The Y is in the Enchantress with this impetus.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Luka
attack.
can't do anything.
Radiant's top
And
tower is under
Just like
attack.
that, Dire's back to claim their mid.
Has fallen.
Eclipse is just slowing them up. They have no detection, so
He's just.
Here, Radiant's top tower.
it's
Dude,
only
he's just chilling.
attack speed slow too. That would actually be crazy. That would be pretty cool. Things have changed very fast from them nearly taking the tier 1 mid to losing their own tier 2. Luca, the Enchantress, is in. He's forced. Yo, Yule's first. Holy shit, the Fatal Bomb's gonna do so much straight onto Caleb. The Frost Shield is keeping him alive, though. Drago's trying to do it. He doesn't have the aid. Caleb actually falls! 500 gold to Drago there as they're gonna move for more Baker with the Warlock Golem. Why? There's no way they can kill this man.
Killing spree.
Caleb almost summoned himself. to
Holy
And no
shit.
uphill miss.
He threw it just in time, and then he got Yule's up or Tornado. It was actually crazy to watch.
We're gonna find
Almost
Baker.
tried, dude.
Tornado right on the mark. Yeah, Baker
Dominating,
No,
I
he's
guess.
dead as
Dude,
well.
this
More than 2
Enchantress.
kills, but less than 4 kills.
What a pick. Absolutely ruining this game.
The big pog right here. Well, they know where the Morphling is. They want him. He's half mana. He used his waveform.
Oh, cold snap. Doesn't even need charges. He has one.
Wait, what? He didn't earn.
Tower is under attack.
That was very. Oh, but he actually hit the EMP. He knows that he hit it
Yeah.
too. He should see him. Tornado in 1 second. Cold snap in 10. Drago just not. Wait, you
Yeah,
don't have
he
a wand
sniped
on
him
Morphling?
Evaporation.
There we go. Now,
That's a
now
yikes from
he
me.
finds it. 18-minute wand.
And the BM from the Child Invoker on the way.
Someone needs to teach that kid
Dire don't
manners.
look too
They have
scared
Blink
of
Tiny here.
Radiant's
Looks like
top
they want to make it
tower.
go. Baker's going to go in with the Fail Bonds. The percent damage increase.
rock,
This guy's dead.
No!
You got rocked.
Fail Bonds with the ×5. It's basically just a double damage for anything dealt. So that was a double tiny cost combo onto the Invoker there. I don't think there's a hero in the game that can survive that at 20.
This whole game, I've been trying to figure out how to host YaboiiDP,
Is Dire
but
going
using
to
my
let
phone
that middle
only,
tower
and I
fall?
finally figured it out.
Nice.
Easy clap.
Classic.
Also, my keyboard has this really like nifty function where I can switch WSAD to mean like the arrow keys.
Oh, sweet.
So like now cast like obsing has just got a little bit easier, you know? Thanks. I don't know what brand this keyboard is actually.
Oh.
Okay, never mind.
Actually, Clankers moving it on to Fatal and Caleb. He has his chemical rage, so they probably won't be able to kill him. Actually, Clankers, they actually take the toss
Chain
off
Frost.
with the
Nothing else.
telekinesis. As it's actually the Timber Saw who falls. How'd that happen?
He's
This
hitting
AC is just too much to get
I
try
can
with
hear
the
you
bounty.
in this game,
He
dude.
doesn't even go
Toss
for it.
forward. This
That's
guy
pretty
has
solid.
no fear.
Double
But he's gonna
kill,
die to
mega
Radiance.
kill.
Oh, why actually? Okay, it looked like he was a solo kill, but Invoker was there.
Ooh, get some max stun.
And he's
All
stunned
three
for a
cores are
very
dead.
long time.
Dude. Just go AFK at that
15k
point.
lead, by the way.
They
Let's
roasted.
see,
Yeah, this is looking like
They definitely can
Slaughter.
with the Enchantress.
And they got this coming up soon.
Yeah, they're going in. Oh,
And the
that's
Solar
just
Crest up,
on out.
yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Lit. That item's broken on like pretty much every hero in this game. If you can
Just
afford
when,
it,
when they when they made the active reduced movement speed, that was very big.
I didn't even realize that. I was more concerned about the attack speed. Like, that's insane. And the
80 attack
armor
speed is quite a lot.
Actually, just nuts.
Negative
Well,
attack
well,
speed or negative movement speed is really good because so you have flat and percentage just on the hero, but reducing it is taking into account both the flat and the percent. So it's instead of being like plus 20, it's
And over
minus
here,
40.
Radiant's top
Yeah.
Sounds like a bunch of math stuff, dude. I ain't no nerd.
Radiant's getting
Feels
friendly
good.
with Dire's top tower is no
All
So
right.
this minus 10% is a very big deal. Very big deal.
Dude,
Ooh,
Alchemist has a
hasn't been counted last long.
19,000 net worth right now.
Radiant's top tower is
Just
under
look
He's
at that
chilling.
ginormous
just fortified.
graph.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has
They-
fallen.
Can't stop him from hitting the buildings.
They have rock.
They're,
They
they're,
have
they're not
all
even
the
trying. I
diamonds.
mean, Luke is hitting the bot tier 1 at the moment.
Dude,
They're
they
just
can't
gonna
do
let this set fall.
Radiant's top barracks
because their,
has
Yeah, I
their
mean-
positioning is so strong right now in Dire. They have their only hero hitting the
Look at Dire's
racks,
bottom tower,
and they
Jax.
can just react at any time if they try and go
Dire
on him.
just fortified.
And said hero
They have all
has
the range.
40 armor.
Radiant's top barracks
And we
has
just
fallen.
acknowledge like how much range Dire has. Like they have
Look at
Impetus,
Dire's
they have
bottom
Chain
tower,
Frost,
Jax.
they have all this. They like Tusk can just roll in. They have Tornado, Sunstrike. It's insane actually.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, this concoction is
Tornado.
big.
It's Rubik and Morphling. Is he gonna make something out of it? Cold Snap? No.
Radiant just
Oh, he did
fortified.
actually use it. Does he have the cooldown reduction? Not yet,
Dire's
actually.
bottom tower is under
They don't,
attack.
I just realized how low level everybody is.
Monk
It's
ass
getting
stuff.
pretty early on. No
Sounds
Ags
dumb.
on Invoker either. Like, what the hell? This is crazy how well they're doing without money.
That's the strength of Quaswex Invokers. It's just stronger earlier on, right? With that Spirit Vessel.
They've just been kind of as for trying to get as many kills on the enemy cores as possible, and because of it, no one's like where they should be at 20. Normally, you want to be like 9k at
Oh.
20 as a core, and no one's even reached that at this point besides the Enchantress.
Oh, they see Morphling. Are they gonna go on him though? They know better, I think. Oh, but Invoker doesn't care. Cold Snap, Vessel. Tornado lands. Is he gonna drop the EMP? He doesn't have the cast for it yet. Tusk rolls in. Chain Frost.
And they were able to burst him down to help the Spirit Vessel.
All they need. Tag team's nuts. Chain Frost got stolen by Rubik. It's doing a little bit of bouncing. Stops on Lich
Oh
though.
no, only
Visual.
one bounce.
They're unstoppable.
Not
That
what you want to
feels
see.
bad.
It
This,
didn't bounce at all when Lich used it, I think.
I'm sure that there's going to be an Alk first ban in game 2.
Probably. I think that's what happened in the last series with Apes that we casted, but they banned it first. But Apes, no, okay, never mind. It was a different team.
Nice.
That was playing Alchemist. Hey man, I'm not a
And
historian.
they're
Okay?
just diving past the tier 3. They don't care.
Game's done.
Aegis is just such a big deal on Alk because everyone is just trying their best to kill him one time to get that like 2k gold on one core. So if you have
Oh,
to kill him
this game's done.
twice, it's
Radiant's
Throw your
middle
monitor out the
barracks
window. Just retire, it's over. Just go
Radiant's
next.
middle
Just go
barracks
next.
getting trashed. Radiant's middle barracks has
It's
fallen.
okay, guys. Played well.
They should have done a
Oh,
better
they're
job.
currently 0-4, so they're under a lot of pressure to get some wins, some W's.
I think Apes has 2 wins from a forfeit of CC's
Yeah,
Pizza.
from a forfeit. Come.
That's how we got into NADC.
Here you go. They're gonna get him once.
Yeah, we know a lot about buys.
Clankers is moving into the ice
He
wall.
died,
Fields
actually.
coming in now with the frost shield.
Never gonna die again.
Holy shit! Calypso is dying in 2 hits.
It's not on the Morphling. It's gonna be a follow up. Chain Frost bounces into the fountain.
That's
He's
not
gonna
good.
die.
He won't die.
Icy Shift kills him. Oh my god. That Chain
And that's
Frost
the
did
third
not
set of
work
racks
this
and
year.
megas.
Radiant's bottom barracks has
Paper
fallen.
hands.
Morphling's getting a little brave. He switches
There we
to
go.
Alchemist
Michael
himself.
Ray, the Dapper
Focus that.
Strike.
3
Why
seconds
is it
done.
Very interesting. Hurricane
Hitting him
Thunder.
up. Here, he's gone.
Invoker
Not whole
falls,
man.
but that's Morphling dead, no buyback.
A lot of acid pools in this game, dude. It's kind of tripping me out.
And there's Apes
Double
calling
pool.
GG.
That's the game. Those are the G's.
Godlike.
Alright. Hopefully game 2 starts
GG.
soon and Alk is banned. That's my hope.
Yeah, hopefully we
the
don't
game
see
is
just
finishing.
another Alchemist stomp.
Right here. do it again. I don't know.
Won a
No,
TI?
Why couldn't be the first two-timer?
Excuse me?
What, you weren't there? What the hell? How
I
could you
thought
not be there for my TI victory?
I was probably one of the ones that didn't count, like TI3 or something.
Fuck off. I'll be right back, guys.
Any Alk ban though? Any?
No Alk ban, but Grimstroke first ban still.
It feels like if you're not gonna do anything to counter it besides trialing it, feels like you should just ban it. You need to do a lot more versus an Alchemist. Like you need to like ward half of his camp.
Yeah.
You
Just
at
do
least
that
need to ward-
psychopath thing and just run through his jungle putting sentries in every single camp.
Yeah, yeah. Problem doing that in pubs though is then the Alchemist who you did that to is just gonna run down mid in all of your games.
It's Radiant's turn to bat.
There we go.
Yeah, and they just didn't want to see it again.
Question is what's let through now? I don't remember what the other bans were.
Might have been. I know AA was one of the first 3 from. That might have been from the Young Boys though.
10 seconds. 5 seconds. It's Dire's turn to pick.
Solid ban. It's a good hero all around. His damage is just way too high.
Yeah.
What's with Valve only giving like a couple of
It's Radiant's
heroes
turn
these
to pick.
insanely strong
Crystal Maiden.
active abilities combined with a passive? Feels bad, man.
Yeah, eventually
Why
everybody will
can't
have
you
them.
just do that with
It's
everyone?
Radiant's pick.
Take their hands.
Warlock.
Okay. This time Developer going for the Warlock. Surprising that Silencer hasn't been contested.
Yeah,
Dire should pick now.
he just does so much. But a first to Pangolier.
It's mostly just because that's the only support that I even play. The only one.
Alright, I'm back,
Feels bad.
boys.
I just.
President, ex-President Barack Obama just wanted to ask me for some advice with his
Yeah,
marriage.
just
but it's cool.
called you
10
up.
seconds.
Feels good.
Yeah. So, okay,
5
Warlock
seconds.
Pango first pick. What universe am I living in, guys? It feels weird, but I like it.
Probably like a Pango 4 on cello. I don't know what the hell cello plays, to be honest.
Yeah, I have
Do you
no
ever
idea either.
want- Do you ever want to like play CM against the Pangolier? Isn't that just like the worst feeling on the planet? Because you literally die to like every one of his abilities like in a second.
No, something that I understand, but I'm always sad to see is Spirit Breaker bans, because he's such a fun hero to watch as he's just charging around the map,
It's true.
doing whatever he
Bomb
feels
made
like.
that hero.
Action.
Bubba made that hero TI7. I remember.
Bum 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 bum. The freaking Chariots of Fire just playing the entire game.
Damn.
Like, in a
If you
game you
didn't know-
snowball, you just feel unstoppable the entire time.
In case you didn't know, the lore for Pangolier, in fact, the reason why I brought up Crystal Maiden playing against him is, in fact, he is Crystal Maiden's drug dealer. So,
Yes. Plug.
I don't know if I was gonna take that. I think it dies there, honestly. I don't know if I want to
Just who will
elaborate.
Dire ban?
No, we're fine.
Thank you for being so encouraging, man.
Yeah,
And
no
then,
problem.
Someone was saying in the Underdogs Discord to put the
Join it, by the way.
like overlay between
Yeah,
the-
I forgot to switch
somewhere
from the
else.
draft to the in-game,
I see.
I need to watch
because
the
I
stream,
have
dude.
I have
What the
both
hell
set
am I
up,
doing?
and I didn't click the button when the game started. So the
Is-
Underdogs is just on the right instead of the bottom.
Is Mr. Pound still muted in game? Is that gonna be a repeat offense?
10
I have
seconds.
fixed that issue.
Yeah,
We're
fix
fine.
yourself, man.
Just who will Dire ban?
Okay, Juggernaut ban. That's always good. That hero,
What's
is really good.
Radiant's
Love that
ban
hero. My
plan
favorite hero in
anyway?
this game, actually.
They're just banning all the Bat Rider counters. Surprising that they banned the Life Stealer though.
It's never surprising to see Lifestealer ban. That hero can just do so much. He comes
No,
on.
I'm surprised because I would assume that they would have wanted to grab that versus
Yeah.
the Bat.
It's surprising that
I don't know why I
they
didn't think about
banned
that.
their own counter pick to Batrider.
pay hands.
I mean, and Juggernaut's
5
gone too.
seconds.
So it's so
No,
sorry.
the biggest oversight with Dyer's draft.
It's not huge because
Oh my god, it's actually.
I mean you can always just lasso him from rage, so like rage TPing is no longer a thing. So
I mean,
somewhat
it's
of a
just
counter.
it's just like now their lane is guaranteed to be like dog, right?
I mean there's still like Void and Weaver.
Yeah.
I guess so, but like, do you really want to
And
pick that
PL.
hero? We'll see. We'll see.
10
All in time.
seconds.
We gotta see this next pick. It's gonna be a pretty big one. It's gonna decide
5
the
seconds.
trajectory of the next 2 picks. Whatever they're gonna have to supplement or try and extrapolate on for Radiant. I think I want to see a little bit more lane presence, just a stronger hero. You want to be brave on. I don't know if they're gonna try and tri lane. You definitely like tri lanes against Crystal Maiden, I guess. Even though she gets the just bonus DPS, I guess, with their Crystal Nova, but it's not that big of a deal. It's just like she's really weak hero or like fragile. It's very nice to be able to be aggressive on her.
I don't know how the lane goes. Batrider v Pango 1v1. I would assume it's Batrider favored, but you never know with Javelin perks.
It's
Yeah,
Dyer's
and he
turn
has
to
the
pick.
escape with his Q.
Naga.
Whoa.
They're gonna go all in.
I think.
This hero is
It's
like
Radiant's pick.
maximum recovery skill.
Ooh, well the AoE on Apes is big.
Yeah,
You know what, Mr. Pound? I cut you off. I apologize. What were you gonna say before?
that's a good question.
You were gonna say my name, Jeff or Thompson.
Oh yeah, I think the Batrider versus Pangolier, it's definitely Batrider's probably just gonna dominate the lane, but it's not as easy to kill because Pangolier has the escape.
10 seconds.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know what they're gonna. I would assume they want this Earthshaker and Batrider lane together.
I think
But-
I think it's probably gonna be like a similar situation that in the first game where they have just like solo heroes bottom, and then they just pull creeps and farm like behind each other's towers.
CM
how
and
they
Shaker
want
are even worse tri-lane heroes
Dyer's
than
should pick now.
Rubik and Warlock. Though,
Legion Commander.
like CM wants to be farming the jungle and Shaker wants to be roaming.
I think if they pick like a Sven hero, something like that, I think it's not too bad.
It's definitely the Cello Pango now. Unless
Doesn't
it's
have to
the
be-
Cello Legion. That would be some funny stuff.
Doesn't have to be a hard try.
You never know, maybe it's Burberry Pangolier.
Yeah, it might be mid Pango. Yeah, you're right.
10 seconds now.
But Nagasaki is just one of those heroes like, if you win your lane or you lose it, it doesn't
5
really
seconds.
matter as long as you can get to the point where you can farm independently and
And
just
now
steamroll
this
the game.
Batrider doesn't have a lane. 'Cause
Maul
If
Pango.
Pango's mid, I think maybe Batrider wins if Pango isn't mid because you can just stand under your tower.
Yep.
And both Naga and Legion can purge your napalm. So
Yeah, Legion Commander is a very big middle finger to the Batrider. I don't know about the other 2 heroes, and especially this next one. It's probably not going to be something that's vulnerable to it. So you have like 1 or 2 good dual targets. 3, I guess, if you count the Batrider. I just don't know how much farm this Legion Commander is going to get, especially considering Naga Siren is going to be eating the entire jungle and like lane at the same time. So we'll see how that goes.
a little bit confused as to what Apes can really even go here. I mean, they need like they need very high single target damage and very high AoE because they still need someone to kill the Legion, and they still don't have the damage to deal with the Naga Siren.
Honestly, I think their draft is okay so far. I think they just need something that has constant threat on the map and doesn't require too much farm. Something
It's
that can
Radiant's
just be
turn.
strong. Troll
I mean,
Warlord.
there's
Yeah,
Leshrac. Leshrac is
there's
pretty
Leshrac,
damn good for them
Ugna.
too.
Troll Warlord really like answers that call they need. Something that's not too greedy, but if you can get greedy, it's a very good hero. He makes a lot of use out of the items that he gets, and he's gonna be able to stand his own in a lane. He's not gonna be afraid to take some hits,
It's
and give
Dyer's
some.
turn to ban.
He's just gonna buy a bunch of regen and try and trade hits with the Legion Commander or whoever else he's laning against. And he also has some good identification for the Naga Siren illusions. He can just throw some axes. He can spot out the real one. Blink lasso, dead Naga Siren. It's a good hero.
I don't think axes really do enough damage to a tell.
Well, you also have Crystal Nova
10
and
seconds.
Fissure.
True.
And Echo Stab.
The mischance from the melee axes are
5
probably
seconds.
fairly good against Naga in fights, though.
Matches up really well versus the Legion too.
A very good hero
Dyer's
for this
should
game.
pick now.
They last banned
Timber
Timbersaw.
Saw.
Radiant's
That's
pick.
interesting.
Admiral
Oof.
Tonka.
Okay, yeah, now we know why they banned the Timbersaw.
Yeah.
Well, there's Monkey King. Monkey King, I would say, is really good for developer here. You can have it set up the ulti with Song, set up on Duel. Be really good in lane versus the Kunkka, obviously.
What if they should have picked
10
like
seconds.
techies? And then
They
just hold the lane.
were talking about it when I went into the Discord before the game started. They were talking about it, techies.
Because two of their heroes pretty much like scale infinitely, and you like I'm thinking like this game goes to like level minute 70 if they pick a techies. Because the dire draft push isn't that great. They have like a troll warlord hitting towers. That's pretty much it. If they pick a techies, that's actually like you're guaranteed to be in the game for like 70 plus minutes.
I mean, either that or they win very fast.
Yeah. It's either way. And they don't have good detection for it either. Honestly, if they actually pick techies, I demand I get paid for this because that is some high level.
Yeah, they have like no way to kill mines.
Zero way. They can make Naga Siren farm very safely. They just mine up the entire jungle, the entire map. She's on steroids for farming at that point. But they're probably just gonna pick like Puck and just be like, okay guys, we win now. Smiley face. Who knows?
Lina.
Lina,
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it. It's
So
too vulnerable
that is
for this lineup.
Cello Pango then.
If this hero loses this lane, like it's not gonna recover. Because if this
What,
hero
the,
recovers, that
Lina?
means your Naga Siren's not farming. And if your Naga's not farming, I don't know why you picked it. It's
That
a
wins
weird
lane
pick.
versus Kunkka though, doesn't it? Delina?
Yeah, I'm saying if she loses, it's game essentially.
The problem is that Kunkka, it's very easy to catch out the lane. She's no way to dodge like a boat combo.
That's true.
So you win until 6, and once you hit 6, you're just like farming jungle and trying to push the safe lane tower.
Like I said, if Lena loses this lane, she has no way of like getting back in. And in this game,
if Lena loses the lane, it might just be over. Drago can definitely
5 seconds.
stomp the game.
like if I'm troll right now looking at this game, I'm literally like clapping, screaming, and jumping up and down, smiling. Like I'm
You
like
can do it.
their mid laner's Alina, dude. You serious? Okay, like let's go. I got
No.
macaroni on the stove. Like I'm hungry. Like let's end this game. Why didn't they pick the tackies, man? They could have put like Pango mid. Oh, that would have been crazy. And I would have gotten a raise from $0 to 1 cent.
Who's providing the 1 cent? Because it's not me.
You and your greedy ass wallet. PayPal me 10,000 USD right now. What was the number? Was it
30,000.
30,000? Got it. I'm probably gonna make that my Steam name for a while. Because my picture's already a cat.
I think.
Oh, sorry, we're doing inside jokes right now. We have a guest here. Show some respect.
Pay bans.
Feels
I just wanna
bad,
say
man.
how beautiful Earthshaker's Arcana is. Like when they announced that, like I pretty much cried. I was like, dude, like this is one of my favorite heroes, and now he's an Arcana that I'm pretty much guaranteed to get, and like a bunch of plebs aren't gonna have it, and I'm gonna feel elite. Like this is actually insane.
Last match was a loss as Earthshaker. Not looking good for Apes so far.
He was 1-1-17 though. You see that part?
I don't know. He may have been off lane. You never know.
Okay, I'm not obs, right?
It's still an L. Yeah, I'm obs.
Okay, good. So I can just like showcase, preview this Earthshaker Arcana.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean you're streaming though, so you're the important one.
I'm the one streaming, not Betterson.
Yeah.
Okay, then well yeah, you're the one streaming.
Dude, this is gonna be. I'm calling right now. This game is gonna be historical. Like this game's actually gonna change Dota forever. I'm calling it.
Let's fucking do it. If only there was a techies.
It's like,
only.
oh my god, I'm imagining it right now. I would have been screaming. Mr. Pound would be like, dude, that's insane, man. Oh wow, why would they pick that hero?
Look, Suicide Squad is just such a fun ability.
Especially in the laning. That actually would have won them their lane, I'm pretty sure. Like, they could put it in whatever lane they wanted, against Troll, against Bat, it doesn't matter. That hero can't farm, it can't be present. Especially, even CM, like, that hero gets blasted once, you're not seeing that hero for a good, like, minute. Because it's walking back to base with her 200 movement speed. Excuse me. Fix that, Valve, please.
Very interesting that Cello doesn't opt for either an Oov or a Stout Shield as a melee hero. I'd say that's an L, but we'll see. In the bottom, we have the Batrider and the Shaker. This is good because you can just firefly
Now the
over
battle begins.
the fissure.
Jax has been waiting all day for this.
Very smart by them to lane this way.
I'm just gonna watch mid. I want to see how. I'll be your mid reporter. I'll tell
Looks
you
like
whether this
Legion-
game's done or
Well,
not.
actually, top lane, the Legion's in trouble. I don't know if they're gonna
She
do that.
salved up.
He actually dodges them. Big
Oh!
hog from Y.
What
Yeah.
a monster!
You gotta
Something
salve
else.
off a bit early to survive one hit from Troll and then dodge the
Okay,
axes.
Lina gets the first hit onto Kunkka. Second hit's a miss. Third hit's a hit. You're welcome. Gets the range creep. No deny from Kunkka.
Actually, light strike away first. Monk S.
I can feel the tension. I can feel the tension around this range creep right now. Oh my god. Like, oh. Look at this. Look at how he's moving the creep wave. He knows Kunkka can't do anything about it. Drops the light strike. That was so sad. That was brutal. Bravery is a monster.
Gregor's getting outplayed in the first wave, at least.
A very good quote I've heard from Grand, paraphrasing Sumail. He said, if you want to win the lane, you go for light. If you don't want to lose the lane, you go for Dragon Slave. If you want to win the lane, you go for light straight away, because it lets you dominate. Dragon Slave lets you farm. It's a safe spell. Light strike away, light strike array.
There you go.
We're,
you know
we're
what you're
fine.
doing,
We're fine.
dominate. You know what? My brain fell out in my head this morning, and I didn't clean it properly.
Well, Clankers actually went for level 2 Flame Break. I don't know about that one. The Fissure is perfect though, and Fail's not going to be able to survive this one. Looking like our first blood here.
First blood.
Yep.
Thanks and have fun.
Moral of the story is, my name is Jeff.
And they you just found your target. You can't kill the Naga, so just kill the other guy. When actually top
Looks
lane
like
Pango and
Cello.
Trouble, they actually get the present attack. It saves him. Purges the root, heals him up a little bit.
And allows him to
Kunkka's
get that
actually pretty
swashbuckle out.
good this lane. He got denied pretty heavily in the first two waves, but he's like full HP, and he's just like happily last hitting. They're not too far away from each
He
other.
still has a style too.
Yeah, Lina has 7 more CS than him, 3 more denies as well.
Yeah,
So 6.
that's part of the problem with it's going W level 1 is that it screws up your later levels because you want Dragon Slave level 2 really fast.
Earthshaker though has
Oh.
something to say
Just
about
barely
that.
Misses
missed.
his
That would've been
fissure, just
so
barely.
good.
What'd you say, Mr. Pound?
Oh, just commenting about the fissure being slightly off.
Oh yeah. I think he could have gone at any time there. I don't know what the wait was for. Dude, Lina, this is what I'm saying. This hero's so vulnerable. Like, she's technically winning this lane, but you don't feel like it because you're so low. You can't really get too aggressive. She has an arcane
She
range.
does
She can't
have
do much.
a
more.
bottle now though coming on Courier, so that'll start to
Exactly.
change, and she'll be able to push. Oh no, wait, level 2 Life Strike. I don't know if that's the play.
It's a longer stun, a little bit more damage.
It's way less damage. What are you talking about?
Well, it's more damage
It's,
than level 1,
plus-
unless
plus
Yeah, that's what I mean.
No, it's just so for
It's
Dragon
definitely
Slave-
less efficient than leveling up the Dragon Slave if you want damage, but
Oh, actually, bot lane, they
Oh.
go for a dive. Caleb 6 sec. He's running into the fire. Oh, Caleb Monk S.
I think he
Oh,
knows.
he was
calculated.
I think he knows he's not going to be able to like harass Kunkka out of lane, so I don't think he's worried too much about like the Dragon Slave damage. He's just more worried about securing his own CS, which he can do with both the Dragon Slave and Light Strike Array, but he can do it a little bit more precisely with the Light Strike Array, as well as dominate the Kunkka a little bit. Because as much HP as he has, he's not going to be able to stop a stun from stunning him.
I mean, one, it's much easier to hit the Dragon Slave. 2, it goes from the damage doubling compared to the damage just being increased by 1.5 times.
Yeah.
80 to 120 and 80 to 160 in
But
comparison.
the damage doesn't really matter though when Kunkka can just X TP back, you know? He doesn't
No,
really care about the harass.
It's more just for pushing the wave since he has a bottle.
Oh.
And he actually went for the 3rd point. I definitely do not agree with this skill build.
Yeah.
And there
I don't
goes his HP. People rip. I guess it makes sense if yeah, you get the Dragon Slave because when you hit level 6 then you have a bit more dangerous like kill threat as opposed to Light Strike Array.
Yeah.
But
Another point is that if you miss the actually Drago's in trouble here. He's
Yeah.
running. He's going for the
Who cares
slave.
though?
I guess
When you're
all you
brave,
need is
Ray.
level
The
1.
the extra
Never mind.
stun duration with the
Get
fiery
ready.
soul stacks, you know.
I don't know.
No, I don't think that changes anything. I think he was dead either way.
Is Dire going
Yeah.
to let that middle tower fall?
But when you're brave, Ray, I guess it doesn't really matter what stuff you get.
Amazing what you'll find.
Kunkka's level
laying
4 to the
around.
Lena's level 6. Just hits level 5 now, actually. He does a range drop. Same thing that he did last game. It's gonna
Precious
come in
bounty.
clutch.
I don't know if other lanes were using Crow, but I don't know. He should have had his bracer range drop way faster than he did. The reason he
Well,
died.
Lena says IDC bracer, just running down the
Calypso
lane.
has had a lot of trouble in
Yeah, trying out.
ganking mid of this entire game, just barely not there.
Oh, but looking top actually, Troll's in a precarious position. He's getting really brave, but
Yeah, he's moving
Yeah.
in. One more hit.
Got
Got
takes
the
it.
root.
he doesn't have the damage quite enough though. He's healing up pretty fast.
He manages to get a
Pango's
root.
in a
This
lot of
is
trouble.
Pango
He has
dead.
no cooldown.
Wow.
Not
That
even.
was a very nice cut there.
Is Lena gonna go for the aggressive move here? Double damage. They see it. They're gonna go on to this
Double
Earth
damage.
Shaker. Oh no, never mind.
No Yules
Do
on the
Radiant
Lena
want
quite
their
yet.
middle tower to fall?
But that forced Warlock to pick up the DD instead of Lena getting it.
People rip.
Very big, very big.
It's actually pretty big because lets him harass the Earthshaker a bit more. He's gonna feel the pain a lot more than Kunkka, I feel.
Dada
Listen,
is
this
having
hero's
a
only-
really hard time here. Only
He's only got the
17 CS here.
Cello immediately dewarding mid.
I
Feels
feel
bad,
the play
man,
for
from
Warlock
Baker.
right now is literally just sit in trees and just hit Earthshaker, and then it forces hero to walk back to base. Because what's the other play?
Luca
Yeah.
max stacks onto Y top lane. Dear
And
God.
over here, Radiant's top tower.
Nearly kills him there.
Oh, Earthshaker coming back mid with a
They saw him from
revenge
Courier. Here
X.
comes the boat.
boat torrent, and the drops. Drops the totem, drops the wag. Oh my god, he's actually alive!
I
They
think
have
he's
No.
no
fine.
idea. He
He's
survived.
actually
He survived
fine.
100%.
There's
HP.
no way. That's
Doesn't even matter.
actually ridiculous. He almost got that torrent snipe, but not quite.
If Earthshaker hit Lena while she was in the air with the torrent, she would have died.
If ever there were a paid hands moment, that's it right there.
Fouled?
As Kyle would say, that's the moment where you just need to reach.
Never.
You wish you had long ass fingers, just pluck it right back in.
Yeah.
Just
Long
flick your back
fingers
to
and
the
even
mid-lane.
longer fingernails, right?
Yeah, I guess that's a really good analogy, honestly. You
Yeah.
got the peel as the fingernails, and the finger itself is the catch. You can ring
My
heroes back in with your
hunters-
fingernails. You can hurt them with the finger itself. You know,
Speedy.
you can control them.
This Bat Rider actually had a lot more of a sad lane than I thought he would.
Scan from Radiant.
That being said, he is only 500 gold from bots.
Yeah, he's gonna be able to fill the role of just being able to sit in a lane. It's
Just
not as
split
pertinent in
push.
this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not as pertinent in this game, but in a lot of games you often
Dire's
find
middle
that
tower is
you just
having
need a
a
hero to just sit in lanes and stop the towers from taking damage. But that's also when that's what the enemy team that's pushing wants you to do, so then they can
Dire's
just go on you
middle
while you're
tower is under
vulnerable,
attack.
missing a hero. But with the bots, he's gonna be able to fulfill that role without feeling like a detriment to his team's team
Is
fight
Dire
ability.
going to let that middle
If
tower
if the
fall?
Radiant ends up five manning, then the bots is going to end up
fuel for
working
my
out really
fire.
well. But if they just farm, then it's actually going to backfire really hard because they're not going to be able to initiate, and there's going to be a Lena with a Eul's, there's going to be a
Yeah.
Blink Legion, and the Bat Rider is just going to feed.
I guess it's on the Troll's next item then. If he goes Diffusal, I think they're gonna be able to make use of the bots. If he goes I don't know,
The first hit
Battle
disarm, the
Fury next? I
second
don't
hit
know.
the disarm. Clankers gets Lagooned.
Counter Strikes are
Getting
doing
shot
a lot
on
of good
here.
work, though.
There we go.
He's gonna be able to do the yell,
This isn't
repel that if
Batman.
he needs to, but this is kind of like a big standoff here. They're gonna see who's gonna pull the trigger first.
Luca's just diving under tower.
The difference is Legion Commander gets bonus armor and any of her allies come in at any moment. So Troll realizes that, just kind of steps back a little bit.
Hmm.
But like I said, if Troll buys Diffusal or something, it's gonna be a lot easier for his team to do what you said instead of just sit back and farm, and they're gonna be able to make use of the Bat Rider. Because if you wanna just trade farm passively on the map, you're gonna lose because they have a Naga Siren, you have a Troll Warlord. I think it's a pretty easy equation.
Oh, Luca in trouble here, surrounded by 3 heroes, gets his ult off.
No
He's
mana for
waiting
Laguna.
for the duel. Oh yeah, this is just gonna be easy. He's
Really
moving
low
on to
HP.
the 2 commander though. How much life
The
steal do you
lust
got?
for
None,
life.
none.
That allows them to
Hitting
go.
up mid. Try harder.
Nothing good happening to Radiant's middle tower.
A real like saddening lack of voice lines coming up this series actually.
The games have just been too short so far. There hasn't been
Dire's
enough
top tower is
opportunities
about
for
to
Flame.
fall.
I want to hear Lakan Matong. Like, come on.
Nobody's
Flankers,
spamming
you got
it.
it.
Caleb actually getting
why
really
you even
low
have
here in the
Battle
bot lane. Calypsis doesn't have a 6. If he did, this Caleb was dead, but didn't quite have the his tome
A lot of close calls.
ferried out.
Dire's middle tower is
This
under
game.
It's just full heal. All they need is level 2 Shadow Word. He doesn't even care.
Dire just worked.
Shout out to Shadow Priest. Shadow Word Death. Shadow Word Pain.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Easy 300 heal right there. There's actually 3 heroes here. Drago's now moving in. They're gonna get the X. They don't
Fight,
have
Ghost
Song.
coming in.
And you
Hits
can
onto
try and
Naga Siren.
dodge it, but
There
you're
goes
not
HP,
gonna be able to
Lily
get
will
that.
follow up. She doesn't get to use her illusions in time. She dies ungracefully. She's saving up for Yasha though. That's usually kind of the build you go for.
Jax thinks
I usually
Radiant's bottom
buy
tower is about to
Midas.
fall.
Because that was
He's
just
wrong.
experimenting, you know, but
Oh, actually top lane Shell going in with the Rolling Thunder onto the Troll Warlord. They're not going to get the dual damage, and the Fissure is in a pretty good spot. Now the ult is coming out. He's onto Cello. He's moving in and gets the root as well. Nowhere for Pango to go. Moving on to Y. There's the second root. He purges it. He's trying to run, but there's the Echo Slam. Baker coming in. Luca, no mana, but it's not going to matter. Baker gets it.
That backfired hard on.
yeah, if I'm going try hard on Naga Siren, yeah, you get Yasha, Manta, you know, a few other damage items, and you're good. But if you want to be a real man, if you want to be a real North American player, you buy Shreds Midas, and you just win the game.
A real American player.
It's fun, dude. You should try it. It's just liberating, just like walking around the map, like on whatever hero you're playing, and just like walking up to creep, and it just disintegrates. It's a gold.
Oh,
Frostbite's
Baker.
gonna come out. Is it? No,
He's
it's
looking for it. They have
They
the
have the
lasso as
lasso.
well. I think they're waiting for a couple more stacks is what they're doing. There we go.
Running in.
But he's
Oh,
not
he
in
goes
time.
uphill, but so can Bat Rider. He's coming for you.
Lamau
You
is
can run,
team
but you
behind
can't
him.
hide.
Tower is under
Oh my god, that was really like vodcast right
That could have been really bad. If they had kept going onto that shrine, that would have been a yikes.
I didn't like that upheaval animation following him around while he was flying. That was unpleasant. I've never seen that before.
It was really interesting that she went for the slow instead of the frostbite there.
Radiant's
Yeah.
not
Manning
friendly
up.
with
I'm gonna
Dire's
teach this
bottom
fish
tower.
who's the boss. I fish you, lady. I use that.
Oh, they're moving on to Y now. Baker's going in with the smoke. I don't know if this is even possible. Yeah.
No.
Frostbite Rage is just so sad, dude. She's buying drums. Usually, I think you go for like Brace or something, but I think it does the same job.
Yeah.
It's just a lot
Is
more
Nica going to
expensive,
let that
but
middle
she's getting
tower
her farm.
fall?
You know, she sat mid for a good bit.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Lina has her Yules. It's usually like a really strong power spike, but I feel like in this game, it's just like a lifeline. Like this is
Jax
what I
thinks
got,
Radiant's bottom
guys.
tower is
We
about
gotta
to
make
fall.
something with this, or
He's wrong.
we're gonna sink.
Yeah, they're smoking up top.
Here we go. It immediately gets
fine.
popped. There's the Yules. This is
Alita,
not the
trying to
target
burst
they
on her
want, but
sister,
they'll take
doesn't
it.
even need the Laguna Blade.
They're waiting for the duel too.
Dominating the
That's
Wow.
very rude.
Made sure she got the last hit
Sister,
though.
I kept the
take
home
those.
fires burning.
I love the lore battle that's going on here, man.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
I
attack.
love lore, dude. I'm such a loser. Like I was transferring like one of my characters from like a Wrath of the Lich King private server to a Battle for Azeroth one, and I made sure
Did
like
Radiant's
in my
bottom
head
tower
the
just
lore
fall?
made sense and it was
Don't
lore
have it.
friendly. I'm not about this fan fiction fake ass shit. It had to make sense, man. It was lore friendly transfer character. I was
This is
fucking
a
good
Valve
after that.
stream, not a Blizzard stream, dog.
Yeah, come on.
Oh shit, yeah, we can't say that name. Don't say it.
Troll Warlord actually going for Maelstrom and not.
Dude, my
Or
favorite
there's the Yules. He
If you-
has the Battle Trance.
Yes,
They're
yes.
gonna stun him before he's gonna get the Laguna out. There's the
Battle
boat as
Trance.
well. They're moving it in.
And the rock.
Meepo keeps it, and he even has a blink. Baylor's bomb's on. Troll's already falling. Baylor's going in for the kill. There's the life suction away onto him as well. Dunak coming out. Baker, they
Throws
can't
freezing
cancel
field.
it.
They can't stop
He
it.
has the
They
slam.
go
He
for it.
uses it. That's 1 for 2 so far. I don't
still
think
alive.
he's gonna get anything more.
Just finally dies.
Crystal Maiden.
1 for 3.
More like Crystal Melton.
Nice.
What
zinger.
the
And Caleb wants more.
What was that?
Caleb's hungry.
There's
He's
nowhere
gonna
for
blink
Clippers
duel.
to
He's gonna
go.
do it. Oh, never mind. He can't.
They're
Duel.
unstoppable.
Dyer's top
That was
tower
nice.
Double
is
kill.
under radiant
That fight got him
damage.
as
No,
well.
leave him alive for 20 seconds.
I think Dyer's
No
20
items in
seconds.
his inventory besides bots.
Dyer's
guy's
top
four.
tower is under attack.
Meanwhile,
Actually,
bottom.
that guy almost has his
Thinks
blink.
Radiant's
He's caught
bottom
up
tower
really
is
well.
about to fall. Can't say he's wrong.
He's got
They-
one purpose in this game, and he's good
Dyer's
look to
top tower
fulfill it.
is
I
radiant
blink in
damage.
and I click
Dyer's
heroes,
top
then I
tower.
click backwards.
This
Do Radiant want
game
their
is
middle
far
tower
from
to
over here.
fall?
Only a 2k lead for the Radiant side.
Gunka's really debating what item to go next. He had Radiance queued up, then he switched it to Crimson, and now it's on Armlet BKB.
It's definitely a Radiance game.
Looks like he's
I don't know, I
committed to
think you wanna
going
do
Armlet
tank
now.
first before you go that.
Yeah, you probably go the Armlet first. Is what you do.
Oh, Troll finds the Naga Siren. Gonna get a net. Doesn't need one. You have
There's the
Frostbite.
song.
Song. You got a TP right away, man.
They're gonna try for the
Really?
torrent, but can't get close enough. And they're gonna. Ooh, Cello going in for
Turn
Rolling
it
Thunder on the
into-
bottom. Maybe with the Light Strike away, you
That
have
was a
Laguna.
mile,
man.
There we go.
Not even an opportunity to teleport out. Just gone.
Light Strike array. I am
Got his
having
blink
trouble
before
saying
that death though.
Yeah, I don't know. Light Strike Array. It's a weird ass name. I'm calling it
Oh.
I'll say.
it.
We're all
There we
having
go.
trouble saying it.
It's my fault.
fine.
My pig is leaking into you. It's messed up.
Ever since marijuana was legalized, things have become harder to say, to be honest.
My bad, guys.
Yeah.
Like, all the wind coming from Canada is coming down to America and it's blowing over to the Europe, man. It's
Look at
No,
that.
I live in Oregon, dog. I get it.
Oh, there's something going on mid? No. Actually, no. It's just Naga
Just
farming.
So
mad
Ag's second item on Lina, huh?
They
that
really
was
wanted that
interesting.
deep
They're gonna go for the
yes,
lasso
the
back. They
lasso.
have the Earthshaker, but this guy doesn't have
Fissure?
sweat.
No.
What the?
Doesn't have blink
Hello?
either. That was
Um,
really aggressive for no reason. There was no follow.
Okay.
Commander's gonna come in, yoink, some dual damage. Not blink was on cooldown.
I think we might need to check Dota bet
Dyer don't look too
after
scared
that
of
one,
Radiant's
boys.
top
What
tower.
does Clankers have on this game? What's on the line for him?
$322.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Look at Dyer's
Podcast.
bottom tower, Jax.
Yeah.
No flame,
Moving
guys.
for the tier
No
2 bot.
flame.
This is a strange place to be.
Getting
Troll's
wrecked.
going, but
Does
there's
he
no
know
one
about the
behind
other
him for
two
now.
heroes here though?
They
Blinks
still
in.
don't have blink.
Cool. Missing all these
managed
attacks
to get
with
the ult,
axes.
so
Lina is in a lot of trouble. Healing in the air doesn't work out as
Better to
necessarily as
burn
much
out
as you
than
want it to.
fade away.
But she dies anyways.
that's
Troll
I
is chasing
think
down
I
this
grabbed
Legion
her.
commander. 1, 2, purges. She's chasing in the trees. Heals going up.
That was
Bat Rider,
beautiful.
no lasso to finish
Double
up this
kill.
chase.
They're doing
CMC
it.
misses Reason Field. They just really wanted these kills so badly. That was monstrous.
that's
They're
very
back.
interesting interaction with the troll ultimate there. Since he used it before the duel, his taunt stayed hitting Lina instead of hitting
I
Legion.
didn't notice that actually, yeah.
Drago got 900 gold from that. He has his armor is halfway to his BKB now. Oh, and you have to go Radiant. You're versus a Naga, dog.
Yeah, he's deciding to go dataless instead. That's
That's not the way.
that's a yikes from me. I don't know.
She's actually getting outpaced just by just the sheer strength of Dyer. And they're just running down this tower. We said they don't have much pushing power. They're gonna try and prove us wrong here. Show
Maybe-
Warlord.
I might
What
be
am I
hoping that the Mjolnir from troll is enough to try and
I don't know if they should be
Bat
gone.
Rider,
for this.
they
You're
have the
fine,
lasso.
fatal,
Blink.
but it
Yes,
goes
Lina,
on
she's
the
on
lead
the
as well. It's
Fissure.
perfect.
Doesn't need it. Slams on the floor. Fissure hits up Lina. She's dead to the boat.
Oh no.
Radiant's bottom tower
an
is
Apes, another team fight immediately.
Legion Commander.
And there
watching
come
her
the
tower
BM.
get massacred, but CM's running in.
Jax thinks
Doesn't
Radiant's
see her,
bottom
just
tower
play.
is about to fall.
Has a ward, but doesn't
He's
drop
wrong.
it. Drops it right here. That's a really good spot. You're gonna get to see a lot. They have the mid
Radiant's
tier one
bottom
still up.
tower
I didn't
is
even
falling.
realize. Naga, you gotta. The pressure of all the seawater in this world is laying on your shoulder. Can you bear it? Do you have
All
your
the
scuba
seawater
suit?
in the world.
That's a
Oh,
lot
man.
of pressure, man. High pressure. She's got to be able to bear it.
Despite all this-
can't believe that Bat Rider was able to find the Lina there. He had like blinked on top of the Warlock, and then he's like, "Nope, psych."
My like instincts in my head would have just clicked. I would have
Radiant's
lassoed the
middle
Warlock
tower is under
anyways.
attack.
I'm a simple man. Earthshaker,
Whoa.
does he have blink? He has blink now. Troll, he's almost finished his Mjolnir. And Warlock is level 8, he's gonna buy a tome.
Zagro, no matter how much damage you go, dog, this Naga has like 30 armor. Your Tybing is not gonna do anything.
Huh.
Okay, they're getting a little standoffy here. Naga's just sitting on the sidelines farming up as she should be. Lena's gonna go bottom, trying to clear the wave. If they see her though, Dyer's gonna get really aggressive.
Calypsis, they see
Cello
why.
catches. They just go for the bounty runes and back up.
Lena's not there with them just yet. They're gonna take this opportunity. Pango starts to roll. They don't get to lasso him just in time. No cooldown on it. Or
It's
cooldown.
out. Oh, the double stun on the
Yes, LSA
backside.
has a 2. She's hitting him up. She's had a little bit more damage. X almost goes onto her though. That was her doom.
So as the LSA goes on 2,
LSA coming up
Lasso
again.
used as well.
Lands on the
Yeah.
Bat Rider. Laguna kills him. Duel. Just gonna steal a little bit more damage. Just as much as
See
you
ya.
can get.
that LSA was big because it caused Bat Rider's lasso to be wasted on no follow-up.
Yeah, that was really good from Lena. Didn't
I'd say
the
that's
treasure
totally
best
fine.
combo.
Fine though. They force out the chaotic offering, and they only lose bat. They still have slam.
They're gonna try to push with this rock. Fidget just drops on it. They just drop the wall dick.
Easy 100 gold. He's actually just going straight for the Mjolnir.
Yeah, that's his Mjolnir recipe from that golem kill.
Sure, he just
Yoink.
goes BKB now.
Their way of stopping Troll from like hitting is just by making him hit Legion Commander. So
Dire
he's
with
gonna
the
be able to just
scan.
build Mjolnir without really worrying, because he's still gonna be kind of hitting everybody around the fight for the duration of the duel. You only build other items on Troll when you can't hit people. Oh, see him? Smoke breaks. Do they know where they are
Shit.
though? They see the Pango, not the other two heroes just yet. Warlock has no choice but to run away. He has no rock.
And
Pangolier
he actually
rolling
got
away.
pinned there on
Rider
Luca.
sees him. No lasso for 5 seconds. Warlock dies. Troll running forward. TP's out while rolling because that's how less frog.
Still no abilities used. They're
That-
fine.
That fissure cost a few good seconds because he actually pinned Luca in between the trees and fissure.
Pepe hands.
That
Good
feels bad.
analysis, sir.
Not so safe.
That's why Kunkka's
Did they
good.
not have lasso at that moment either?
No, it was on cooldown for like 2 seconds.
Yikes.
Every time I look at this ability, it's on cooldown for like 2 seconds, like right when they need it to be off cooldown. It's really
Yeah,
sad.
they've nerfed it a lot. It used to be like 70 seconds.
Links
Oh,
forward.
they knew
If they're gonna
why.
get any lassos, if they can find the Pangolier, it wouldn't be.
The dog is in. He
They're gonna
didn't
find
get
the
the
dog.
right one though. She has a DD. This could be
Lasso.
really
Look
bad.
at
The
the
lasso
song.
comes out.
There's a lot
Baker's
of
on
HP
top of him.
Freezing
They have
field
nothing to
melts
say.
her down. She gets
How
a
is she
song.
rooted?
She gets a song. She's gonna TP out, is she? Or does she TP in? She has double damage.
She has heart. They can turn.
Yeah, they can turn around and win this fight if
They
they
used
really want to.
they
Warlock
used Echo Slam there too.
sacrifices
Ooh,
his
the
life.
fatal
Troll
odds!
kills.
Oh my god!
Overwhelming odds takes out the Bat Rider. Blinks forward.
No, that's
Kills two heroes
disaster.
right there. Pangolier rolling forward, trying to get to Kunkka. Sea Admiral gonna die where he loves the most, right in the
Double
water.
kill.
Oh lord, that was so sad. The Dire had everything they needed to take that fight, but Naga getting that last second song and making the right choice and just sticking there, trying to end the fight right there. That was beautiful.
Yeah,
And then Radiant runs straight
the-
Roche.
Yeah, the fatal bonds were just amazing. The Laguna Blade pretty much killed all of them there. She has Ag, so
I think I don't know if Dire realized that Naga had a heart. I don't know if they would have gone for such a heavy committal move if they realized it, because I don't think there's any universe where Naga died. Even though they had freezing field, they had all their ultimates going off, they were hitting her as much as they could, they had lasso up. But
Shaker
it just wasn't enough.
used Echo Slam elsewhere and didn't actually get Naga with it, which allowed her to get the song off.
Yeah, I guess that's what it might have been. I wasn't exactly paying the most attention. I just saw that she got lassoed in and wasn't
Dire
dying.
going
I
to
saw
let
all
that
her
middle
HP
tower
falling. I was like,
fall?
this hero's gonna survive and change the fight,
Dire's
man.
middle
That
tower
was
didn't last
actually
long.
crazy. She had a song up again. Like, they're gonna be able to keep pressuring the map as long as... Because she's not gonna die in anything they do, as long as they're not standing on like a million creeps. Whatever engagement they do, she's gonna survive it long enough to get the song up.
Yeah. And Chaotic Offering is back up after that last fight that they didn't have it.
game's only gonna get harder as time goes on. They have no way to purge bonds. No one on their team has a purge or any abilities that purge, so they need to rely on BKBs.
Even then, only one hero has BKB at this point.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Oh,
attack.
four
Well,
combo,
he's
what's
going
that?
for one though.
No, this
What is this combo thing that's going on?
Okay, they're gonna
That's
tower.
Earthshaker Arcana.
Oh.
Mid tier 1 for top tier 2. Especially, this is heavily favored for Radiant.
It's not every day you get to see Radiant's middle tower fall.
You really think they're just gonna keep going? They have the Echo Slam up on Dire, but
They also have
Are they
all
afraid of
ultimates
it?
back up on Radiant as well.
they're gonna be able to lasso her, slam her, do all kinds of bad things you don't want happening to your carry. They're gonna be able to do it. But I love this like little scene here. They're all just hiding in the trees. Okay, battle trance is committed. Torrent knocks up the Nica.
Disarmed the whole time.
Drops the rock, no damage from it, but it has its purpose to serve. Duel comes up, trolls out of the game for a bit. He has buyback though. Naga Simon, or Legion Commander's really low. She's running out. She dies. Crystal Maiden freezing field. Naga Simon's trying to end her right there. Do as much damage she can. She has Aegis. She's not too afraid of death.
Double kill.
Angolier kills off the CM.
Oh, Lena's in a bad way here. X up, there's the slam.
A little pressure alleviated for the Radiant, but
This is totally
you don't
fine.
want to lose her. They're running down on Earthshaker. He's running away as far as he can. Calipus, Drago. Oh
They
my
stacked
god,
their stuns
the slam.
really poorly though. The Torrent is perfect, however.
Too much work.
No.
Mirror image. She finally dies. They're gonna have to do this one more time. I don't know if they can though. She's gonna be
What
able
was
to get out
that?
of it.
Chell just like swashbuckled onto the high ground and teleported. Immediately got Yules.
Oh, that's
So
wrong, dude.
Troll didn't even have to use his buyback on this, and he's respawned by the time the fight's over.
This is a
Yeah,
huge
no, never mind. She's
throw.
gonna get out of here. She's not gonna get out of here.
No.
They have the Manta. She's gonna leave Caesar, you know. Not gonna go out down without a fight, but that was crazy. Lena, like I said, is such a vulnerable hero, so no matter how much farm you have on her, like, if she gets caught by pretty much any of these spells, she's dead. Like, not, you irredeemably, unchangeably dead. You can't stop it.
It's really surprising that she hasn't gone for like a BKB yet.
I think you can't really pick these like Alina type heroes without picking like Abaddons or Shadow Demons. Like it's just such a really risky way to play the game. Like the reason you can get away with it on Morphling is because he has his own tools. Like Morphling is one of those heroes that you think you need like a save for, but he has his own mechanics to like get out of trouble. But here's
Yeah,
like
I mean, he can just morph to 4k HP.
Yeah.
and he has like waveform on like a 0.1 second cooldown. He doesn't need the saves, but like the way he plays the game is very risky. Like with the Agi shifting, Lena's one of those types of heroes where she's always vulnerable. She has like crazy damage output, but if you just catch her in one critical moment, like where she was just standing here for some reason, it's just enough to kill her.
So out. You can't dive tier 4s on Lena.
No.
Ooh!
This is
See what I
Meteor
mean?
Hammer up on Bat Rider
But
as
if they
well.
get torn on her, like she's dead.
Yeah.
She can do that, but if they get torn on her, she's dead. It's just
Oh,
really
yeah,
weird
she's
trade-off.
going for Lincoln Sphere for the lasso. I was thinking maybe
Oh,
she'd go like BKB into Lincoln Sphere, but that's kind of yikes. Oh,
Next.
Bad might die. They don't have Laguna.
Oh, he uses himself.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
don't
Is
think
he
they
gonna
need
buy
Laguna.
time for Chet? Yeah, they probably think that
Or
more
she could
heroes
coming up.
behind him.
I'm excited to see the big plays coming out from Clinkers once he gets his Meteor Hammer delivered. Always a fun item to see.
Oh yeah. I don't know if
Looks
he's
like
gonna
they
have
want
the
to
time
go
to
for a
cast it
smoke
though.
here. They have all of their abilities. The only person not here is Kunkka, and looks like he's teleporting.
I just shout out to Baker. He's been dropping some really mean freezing fields, like really game changing, honestly. That
And-
last fight wouldn't have gone anywhere near the way they wanted it to if he wasn't there with the freezing field.
With that 20 bonus armor, she's actually so
Well,
tanky in it.
Look, top lane, 5
Yeah,
smoke.
Naga was like sitting there for like a good minute hitting her, and she just
Looks like they
wasn't.
might find Troll as well. His team's behind him. He's running away.
That's the
thankfully.
thing with the defensive build on Naga. Like you don't die, but you also feel like really weak.
They should have seen that Dragon Slave. They're running straight at them. Baker Monka S. Run! Oh my
Baker,
God.
no. They might turn up to get
They
Troll.
see the courier. They know someone's over there. Troll's gonna see some weird stuff go.
They're chasing her down. Their
What the
team's
heck?
really
The
open
smoke
up.
is broken
see him
now.
If Radiant takes a fight here, it's gonna be very favored for them.
Blink away from the shaker there.
Yeah,
What the heck just happened? They get the Yule,
Batrider finds Alina, flips
immediately he's
forward,
not
gets
going to
his
be able
last
to
one.
LSA,
Rock
goes
is
on a
dropped.
Kunkka
Duel
duel.
on Kunkka, he's taking a lot of
Fatal
Freezing
isn't
field.
able to upheaval.
And
But
the
there's the slam from Calypsis goes. The stuns on everyone. Buybacks from the Lena Luca. Double kill now. BKB from Drago.
Absolutely
They
shaking the
try to
fight.
bring him back, but he has a Yules of his own now. There's the song. They can go for the triple
Nagasar
LSA.
coming for the counter initiation.
This could
Gonna
be a
drop the
huge
net.
goal as there's the BKB.
Saving her net up.
Holding up, but he's only hitting illusions.
Wait,
But the Mjolnir! Holy hell!
Come on, she's
BKB
great.
still going for right now. Ray's behind Calypsis as well. The Laguna Troll might be in trouble here. The stun is on it. Buyback now from the Legion, but he has no duel. Luke is going to try and run. There's no diffuser blade on
Do
Caleb.
they have any way of stopping him? No, they don't. There's all eyes set onto this Troll Warlord in this death chase.
Ooh,
Gets the
Shaker
net.
Monk
Waste-
as
Waste
Blink.
the axes. He's dead. Just as simple as that. One fight. Enough to
Okay.
change up
That was
a lot.
3 buybacks from Radiant.
That was such a crazy engagement. Just the way they were chasing that Crystal Maiden down the river into their forest. It was nuts. And the
So they
Echo
lose
Slam,
4,
oh my
but
God.
that was a 4 for 4, and they forced 4 buybacks as well. That's totally fine. It was 10-second BKB on Troll though.
Butterfly onto Nagasar, she's gonna feel a lot stronger.
That's a really big.
Dyer's bottom tower, Jax.
She can't, like I said, she can't die, but she usually when you go for this like Manta Heart of Tarrasque build. But
Dyer's
now she's
bottom
got her
tower is
butterfly,
under
she's
attack.
happy.
Oh, and
Dyer's
Dyer's
not, though.
Dyer's bottom tower.
They're coming straight for this bottom tower. They have no strong defense to this right now. Kunkka's picking up a double damage. That actually might be very significant.
Dyer's structures are fortified.
This is at least 1 set down.
Look at Dyer's
Is
bottom
it?
tower, Jax.
The Drago's nowhere near. I don't know where Drago is
And
going.
there goes
Earthshaker's gonna have Echo Slam when he comes up pretty much, just in 10
They don't
seconds.
have 4.
Dyer's. Look to their bottom barracks.
They need to go now if they're
Troll
going to
Warlord's
go at
coming up
all.
in 3 seconds. Last
I know,
support
you don't
onto
want to
Naga.
actually, they're pulling her back, but she has
Any
song.
follow-up? Drops the boat.
There's the BKB. You need a BKB,
Oh.
dude.
Troll Warlord
man.
coming right in. You could be
There's
hitting
no
up Lena.
room. Oh
Gets
my
no rat! Get no net! That
There you go, why didn't you BKB down?
Did I say no rat? What the hell? I was
They
just trying
get
to
the
say
rats
net at the
and-
same time.
That was really unfortunate from Drago
Dyer's
there.
bottom barracks are under attack.
I also called Earthshaker Echo Shaker. But honestly, that name's like pretty crazy. I like it.
Echo
I'm probably gonna
Shaker.
call him that from now on.
Echo Eviscerator.
Tectonic plate
Oh.
shifter.
Hey, this guy's real. Oh no, okay. Not quite.
Rearranger of the tectonic plates.
I could look at you all day.
The Roshan is gonna be coming up soon. Ooh, tip. That's a friendly one though.
Feels good, man.
Dyer's
Feels
kind of
good.
clumping up here.
She's going Scythe on the Naga, by the way.
That's
I think he just wanted
Interesting.
Damage. Like a defusal this game would be like
Oh, they just have no stuns besides LSA. Really.
yeah.
I guess, yeah.
I guess it
assuming
never
Charles is
hurts to
gonna go
have,
for a basher at some point. Actually, Clanker's in the top lane, going for
I
the
feel like-
great escape. He has a blink in 2 seconds. One, he's gonna go for it. Brave looking for the LSA. He will find it actually. Holy
blind
hell,
LSA.
my God!
Has Laguna.
They might not know he's there though. He's gonna move away. They don't see. They
Dyer's under attack.
Clanker, stay
What
still, my
happened?
dude. Ah, you have the blink.
Oh, he blinks away!
Clanker's god.
Dear
was that?
God.
I can see Lena's hands, the electricity
was-
crackling. Kamehameha was about to get fired. Just instant transmission. He's gone, dude. Those are nuts.
This game is hype. You were not wrong,
Dyer's
Betterson.
top shrine is under attack.
I told you this is gonna change history. Dota, these guys are like they're just gonna kick a team off of TI and bring these guys instead. Just one of them.
Yeah.
Shrine is falling.
Oh.
Oh, they
See
see
Clanker,
Troll.
he's farming low ground. That was interesting. Oh, Bray Bray.
Is it Troll? Who's that?
It's funny
He's
that Bray Bray's on that side and Troll's on the other side.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? How did I call that Troll? Dude, I'm tired, man.
Well, actually, Haste and Troll. This could actually
getting
be
close.
big if there's a fight.
It's getting close to midnight gaming. That's a big monkcast for me.
Midnight gaming.
It's still early here. I'll take over, dog. Don't worry.
Dude, you do not want to know about midnight gaming. Those are the best of times. Those are the worst of times.
Oh, Radiant's finally on Drago. There we go.
That was definitely the worst NADCL game we played.
I'll never forget.
They're
Yeah,
going
guys,
straight
our
for us.
next
They're
game.
smoking too.
Is that
gonna be big.
midnight?
Dire are scanning for enemies.
Paired boys, Lucas coming in, Earthshaker as well. They only see the troll
Actually
so
coming
far.
in full force. He's just gonna blink and Echo Slam. He's not even gonna care. He's gonna come in. He's
They
gonna
don't know. They don't know that they're in Roche.
How
They
do you
did.
not know?
They scanned it, but
How do you not know? Go
Bad
in.
Rider doesn't have teleport.
yeah.
Money to burn.
How do you guys do this? How do you guys?
How do they? They scanned it. They knew they were there, and then they 5-man ran at the Roche pit, and then decided against
They're
it.
not gonna get anything out of this trade-off. Like
I think what happened was they just saw that Bat Rider didn't have a teleport, and they're like, we can't fight without him, and he's their main vision around Rush
Yeah.
too.
I mean, that's what I was
Looks
talking.
like they want to find the Lina here. This could be
my
big.
God.
Do they see? Oh, she's just
Oh,
teleporting.
Radiant's running down mid. Yeah.
They have
they have
teleports? Okay, at least they have teleports.
Kunkka, you gotta
Curious
do
to
something,
see
man.
if
Yeah, they both have
Dire
TPs.
trades or if they're gonna TP back.
Earthshaker has Ags. Okay, I'm ready. I was falling asleep.
Oh.
I'm ready to see this boy. He's TPing in. He's getting
But he won
aggressive.
Ags? I think he definitely should have gotten a BKB.
He's going in, drops a fissure, a little preemptively. I feel it would be a lot better used if when he goes in.
Tower's fallen.
And the tower still falls.
Troll Warlord. He doesn't get disarmed, luckily. Takes a lot of damage though. Axe onto Pangolier. Blinks out. What? Net onto Troll.
Oh my goodness.
Guna and the Pangolier. just
That's-
combo. Final flash, man. Nuts.
He needs to buy buyback. I mean, they
Yeah.
have the Aegis.
He absolutely needs to buy back.
Because
now the Kunkka
Earthshaker
Glimmer
wants to
Cape.
just come in and Echo Slam. They don't want to do that without the Troll Warlord. X.
Maybe he's
Angelina,
doing
she's
some,
in a lot of trouble. Fissure drops. They get the lasso onto Naga Siren, but gets purged off. There goes their whole fight. Echo Slam onto 4 heroes.
Fail onto Hughes, go onto Chao's in as well. The duel comes in, it's onto the Earthshaker Drago with the BKB.
Frostbite can't do anything about it. Oh my god, that was a monstrous Echo Slam. They're gonna pay for it. Dire though, they don't have any follow-up for it. No Radiant heroes are down. Both heroes on Dire that fell.
How did they
Back,
not
coming
go
right
in?
back into this
Double
fight.
LSA.
Earthshaker's on this fight right now. Molotov cocktail all you want, Rat Riders, all in vain. He knows, he's just going in, he dies. Light Strike Array seems to be the topic of this whole game, changing everything. Duel, they're just healing up. They have all the resources they need to keep this push going alive. Laguna Blade comes out again. Kunkka barely surviving. The boat decay is not enough. Lina is in a lot of trouble. They're paying for what they did to their admiral. Oh my god! Troll warlords fighting like a monster.
You die back.
Yeah.
Not
They
the
tried.
It's not over.
They
And
tried to
just
go
like
for the GG
that,
push.
They're like, we've had enough. Silence. And he just walks out.
They're
It's like
chasing
a-
too. They
Yeah.
can get the X.
I don't
They
think
can-
they're getting her. I don't
I
think
doubt
They
that they're
definitely
gonna find
can.
Chao. Oh, they actually do find Chao. She canceled her. Wait, I thought that she canceled her teleport there. Excuse me.
Dude,
That would've been
that, for like half the fight, I thought that Earthshaker was Naga Siren. I said they dueled Naga Siren, and I was like, oh. I just felt like really dumb after I said that. But I was too caught up in the moment, man. Like, that was insane. Just seeing the effect,
I
watching all those heroes shaking, man.
am
But like I said, like, Lina,
surprised.
sorry, what are you saying?
I'm surprised that Dire was able to hold that off.
Yeah, honestly, like I really thought that was it. Because like even after like they took all the damage, Radiant heroes like they're all still alive and they're just healing up, licking their wounds, ready to go right back in. And then Dire just pulls out a miracle defense, I guess.
Loaded to the gills.
Coming in for this last middle tower before they reach the base. Meteor Hammer, stunning the tower. He's looking really confused, that tower. Not long though, because his head just fell off. He just napalm nothing. But this tower
Sometimes you just
is taking
gotta
a lot of
flex
damage.
on them.
Okay, so finally gonna get some racks of their own. Naga Siren getting a little bit aggressive.
Yeah,
Little
they
bit,
don't wanna
dare I
buy
say,
that.
a lot actually.
I mean, I can understand the Lina's not buying back, but I don't know why neither Chell or the Legion did.
Well, it's like,
They should have
oh,
done a
Strong,
shit.
yeah, you really wish you
Oh,
had
shit.
heroes right now, don't you? Warlock coming, doesn't
They
have
don't
a
have
rock.
their heroes. They're not gonna be able to
They
combo.
can't do anything.
Yeah.
BKB
He
is
has
turned
double
on.
BKB
Beast
immediately.
mode.
That
Bolt coming
was-
up to Nagasara. She's taking a lot of damage. Troll Warlord bashing her down. She's dead. Echo Slam on the Pangolier. You can't do anything about this. Go back home, Frenchman. And they're just gonna take out all the Radiant heroes.
That's a very
Lina,
weird
looking to
song
change
to me.
Yeah, because
Jax thinks Radiant's bottom
3
tower
heroes
is
were
about
dead.
to
like if they had anything there, but it was a perfect call otherwise. And I guess Dire, like, what are you gonna do?
Dyer's
Song
bottom
us?
barracks are
Like,
They
under
just
attack.
didn't
Oh,
want to
you're
buy back.
approaching me.
Dire just fortified.
and you just did it.
Radiant's bottom
just-
shrine is
They
under
manned
attack.
up, but you can't man up if you have no legs and only got
Radiant's
one
bottom
arm and you're in a
shrine is
wheelchair
falling.
rolling up. Like, fight me, dude.
Radiant's
You
bottom
can't do
shrine
that.
rejuvenation
You'll get
station.
knocked out. And that's how it happened. They got knocked out after challenging a fight that they knew they couldn't.
Money to burn.
And Naga was forced to buy back there. If she dies, the game might just be over. Troll takes buildings way too fast for them to be losing fights like that in front of their own base.
Legion Commander hitting jungle creeps, going back to the primitive age. Seltzer Calling Blade and Stout. Gonna bet plate mail. Beautiful. Kunkka sitting bottom. He has
Dire are
X.
scanning
He
for
can
enemies.
pull a lot of shenanigans if he wants to. He has the Radiant. Just realized that now.
Yeah, he went
So
back
he's
for it
fine.
instead of going Daedalus.
He's saving for Shivas.
She was
He's
actually
excellent.
pog here.
Yeah. It does a lot for the Naga illusions.
Dire's bottom shrine is under attack.
And that's minus movement speed. Well, I go.
Smiley
Feels
face.
good, man. Smiley face.
That's some dead lane action. Trademark copyright.
Well, there's a 5-man smoke again. Here we go.
They're gonna go for it. Last time we saw a 5-man smoke, it ended the game, but not for the team that initiated it. We're gonna see how this goes. They're going on the high ground. They're all
counter
smoked. Yeah.
5-man smoke.
Your boy DP, you getting deja vu
Yes.
right now? Because I am. That's a Vlogcast.
They should know that the bad guy is mid
Yeah.
now, though. They know that CM's there too.
This seems to be the Apes like signature. They just counter. Okay, they're coming onto the high ground.
They see the penguin. I don't know if that's where they want to go on. They blink in, but they
on
miss.
the Bat Rider. 10 seconds down. They both shot their shot, but they missed.
Dire's top
So
tower
they're gonna
is
try and
under
force the
attack.
BKB. There we
Oh,
go.
BKB.
Ulti in there. The torrent though. She has an A on this though.
Hitting her up.
Big
Troll.
dog.
Dire's
Legion
top
Commander's
barracks
losing his
is
duel.
under
The rock is
attack.
dropped.
Mega kill.
Bat Rider in the back of this
Own
fight.
it.
Pangolier doing some rolling action.
This is
He's still
song.
here. Urshiker putting in some work
They're
onto
gonna
this
look for the
fight.
double Ellis. No, they're actually just all
Warlock
teleporting
TPing
out.
out.
Fatal's not gonna be able to get out.
Forward.
Dominating
Gets the
performance.
slam.
Oh, no.
Warlock.
They're losing. They're losing fights.
Lina.
My guys, they have a Yules.
Oh,
That was not the
Lasso,
play,
he
dog.
has it. Lasso's gonna bring it right
This
back to the
game?
enemy team.
She doesn't have buyback.
Mega kill.
Oh no, no, I was
Yeah,
on
she
the
never
bad
bought
rider. I was on the bad rider.
Lina was just right in the middle of that fight. You can't do that. You just can't. And I don't think
That's-
it's not really her fault. Like, it was a smoke on smoke, you know. they were
Well,
just
I mean,
all the-
she has a disc. It was fine. She ended up surviving too. So
That's
just-
Ethereal Blade finished up on Naga after that fight.
what?
No buyback
Ethereal
for 5 minutes.
Hog?
So that's
Mm,
2 heroes
so
on
do-
Radiant
so
going
do you-
E-Blade.
You f the troll, I assume, while he ults as well.
Dire should look to their bottom
Perhaps.
barracks.
It's also effing yourself, effing the troll. It's like hog blocking yourself. Because you need a man up on this hero, so you're not gonna kill him. I guess. Oh, okay, yeah, no, never mind. You just E-Blade, Laguna. That hero's gone.
Does E-Blade
Radiant
amp
just
E-Blade?
fortified.
EAP
Jax
Blade?
thinks
What'd you say?
Radiant's bottom tower is
EMP.
about-
I think yes.
I'd say he's wrong.
Because I know
I don't
there's
know.
3 heroes currently building Ethereal Blade on Radiant.
No, that's
Bango,
not- it's gonna
Lina,
wipe out these
and
creeps.
Naga.
Illusion.
This game.
I mean, I would assume that E-Blade affects itself. Like,
Alright, I have
like-
some
like
testing to do
you-
after this game.
Yeah.
Okay, Bat Rider. Flame Break or Firefly is off.
What?
Drops
are you
the net on
doing,
him.
Dad?
This
Lane
is
duel.
Interesting. He
West
has a
Shoot.
BKB, though, but-
His team's coming up.
Okay, they-
Echo Slam onto the two
Hold
heroes. Both
on
coming in as
top.
well.
No.
they were able to
Warlord,
keep him
the
alive.
Legion Commander, the Leaf
That's a
Nakasari,
buyback,
both
boys.
coming in. The fleet. Admiral Kunkka on duty. Pangolier is rolling forward. X Torrent prevents him from doing so.
Dire's top
Overwhelming
barracks are
odds.
under attack.
Troll
Radiant's
Warlord
bottom tower
just
is
That's-
falling.
executing 2 of their best heroes in a matter of seconds, thanks to the
Game.
Bolt Echo Slam combo.
That was unreal.
They baited.
Double kill.
This game, they have
That
their,
was-
they have their
Dire's top barracks
Naga Siren dead.
That was some
Naga-
super sick bait from Dire.
I guess this is the downside with duel. It's like you're calling so much
Brave
attention
Ray's
to
in the
yourself.
other base. What the hell is Brave Ray doing? Bat Rider's on top of
Killing
him
Bat
too.
Rider.
Yes, I'm. Wait. What the?
Oh my
Brave
god, he
Ray?
doesn't need anything here.
Was he trying to
Brave
rat?
Ray's just
If he kills her with the Meteor Hammer, I'm calling it.
Troll
Oh my
die.
god.
Cold.
They have no Lina. She can buy
troll
back.
Yeah,
die.
she can buy back now.
Axe,
That
Berserker
was-
blinking forward. Duel. Rock is dropped. Kunkka's
That
struggling a
actually-
little bit here to survive. No freezing field from
Radiant's
the
middle
Crystal
barracks
Maiden. He's taking a lot of damage. Fatal Bonds and Spear Vessel. He goes down to the Pangolier Swashbuckle. Urshik
How did
TP's out,
Troll
so does
die?
Crystal Maiden. I don't know. I was watching Legion Commander fucking around at the top base, man. That was weird.
From what I could tell, it looked like rolling. He just got rolling thundered constantly. I don't know.
Lina bought back, by the way.
Yeah.
Because after she died to the Bat Rider top.
And that's all. It was looking like it was gonna be game. I just can't believe that troll died. He still had his BKB. It seemed like.
Right
What can I say,
now,
guys?
He
History.
didn't use his ult either.
Dire has
This is-
5 buybacks up.
That's true. While Radiant has like what, 2?
They have 1, and it's
As
Warlock.
long as Naga is alive, the Radiant is fine. It's just when she's dead, they just can't fight.
Yeah. I'm surprised
brings
that
a lot
they
to-
were able to turn that fight without Naga.
Lina gets the attack range talent. I guess that's a really good choice.
We
Also
we
Black
need
Hills.
we need an instant replay on that troll dying there. Like,
Well, it's a good thing my client's broken. I don't have any access to those controls.
You don't normally when you're
You know what?
it's casting mode,
I
as
don't
far as I
appreciate
know.
your facts. When I make lies, I want you to just like, agree and smile and nod.
Yo, I just realized that like the scan and glyph UI on the bottom left is like completely broken for me. Like that looks so bad.
You should put like a GIF there to cover it up. Just somebody dancing on the bugs.
Like that looks so
Looks
bad.
there
here
anyways.
comes Roche. It's a refresher shard Lina or
Nakasari.
Warlock. Excuse me.
It's gonna be a refresher shard. Yeah.
I feel like it's stronger on the Lina for the
Yeah.
double Ags Laguna.
You just killed Troll Warlord.
No,
no,
she just
there
took
goes
cheese.
Fatal.
I don't know.
And she got
Real.
Deso for the next push on Lina.
It'll also work for Aeon Disc. It will refresh Aeon Disc cooldown too. I
How
think
does
it's
guy-
really better on her.
I
'Cause
don't
he doesn't
understand
even
why
have
this guy's not going for a BKB. He's dying to the Kunkka each time.
He actually sold Ghost Scepter on Lina. I'm pretty sure that's what he was doing in the enemy base last time.
Buying it?
He was selling his Ghost Scepter so that he had
Yeah,
buyback.
Desolator though.
Oh.
She's gonna do a lot of damage to this Rax. Naga
I
Siren.
just don't even understand how he got there in the first place. I was like,
Yeah, I
He
don't
has
know.
gods. Oh, stunned up and disarmed. Troll Warlord forced to stare down his enemies. Earthshaker. He really wants to just drop this slam. He has Kaya. He has everything. He's ready to go. Lina's red fireballs, dude. Looking beast. This is gonna be the culmination of the game. I think it's gonna end here. Smoke coming out from Dire. They're looking to make something happen. Take some action. Oh boy, I'm feeling it. Let's go,
thing.
Bat Rider.
Good thing spectator pausing is off because I accidentally hit the wrong hotkey.
Okay, Lina drops the LSA. Bat Rider getting vicious.
ooh,
Echo
there was
Slam.
the double
Oh, fuck.
using
The
though.
last one, Aeon Disc breaks it though. Pangolier's out of this game right now. Rock drop. Warlock uses the fresh shard in the air. Drops another one. Doesn't do much though. Earthshaker
have already
going right
fallen,
back
no
into the
buyback.
fight. Bat Rider. Echo. Oh my God. Song
The root.
canceling the Meteor Hammer. TPing out of this fight. Anytime he wants, he can. Oh my God. Just the complete disengage. They don't care. Bat Rider TPing bottom though.
That's
What was that?
Two heroes dead, no buyback.
Dire's just gonna try and take this and end the game with it.
I
isn't it?
think Bat Rider's
Blink
dead
forward.
though. Oh, so
That's slow.
fast.
The
So
slow.
smart.
Clanker's God, just getting that disengage.
The slow man. By the way, Naga has
Where's his
E-Blade.
team now?
Naga's
Let's go,
E-Blade
boys. They're
bottom.
dead. Push down mid. Let's go.
Naga's E-Blade in the backpack. You could just switch out for the Dire Treads,
might
don't you?
not know that there's no bias. It's possible. They should definitely know for Pango,
Links
but
forward. Is he gonna catch
do they
anyone?
know for
They should
Lina?
definitely know Lina too, yeah, because she died top before she popped back in that last fight in
This
Radiant
region
base.
is invisible here,
Commander?
boys.
Can't
He canceled his
blink.
blink. He ran into the fire. You fool!
Common trends. Aeon Disc.
Oh, and this guy
Next
might
up.
be dead here.
Frostbite.
Three
Urshic
heroes.
coming for the kill.
Oh, the BKB,
BKB
that's
though,
pretty
Braving. I
He
don't know
doesn't have
why.
teleport though.
Yeah,
He doesn't
can't
have buyback
attack
either.
this. Blinks away.
But the
Didn't even
juke,
attack him.
Tonka.
Wait, what?
Conky kills
Fail?
Warlock. The fleet.
That's right, Warlock has
destroying.
buyback. Smile.
Oh, if it wasn't
Legion
over
Commander's dead.
before, it
3
definitely
heroes
is now.
I'm pretty sure Dive's just gonna run down this lane and try and end the
Yeah,
game. I don't even
Legion
know if
has
they're
no
gonna hit
buyback
racks.
there.
I think they just hit the towers. They have the troll. They have all their
Nica
heroes.
does have buy though. She can just like run in and song and die and
Yeah,
buy back and
well,
song again.
I think they need to just run past these towers. I mean, the racks. I think they just go for the towers.
That looks like
They are.
that's what
Fat
they're
Ranger's
doing.
going for it.
They have
They made the
bombs,
call.
but no
This is actually
chaos
insane.
option.
Are we gonna watch Apes' first win? Oh,
They have a
Team
divine.
Rapier on Naga Siren, TPing back to the base. This is their all or nothing.
Yes, they have the Aegis too.
Song!
They're
Hitting
coming up
all
soon.
heroes
This is-
I
except
think it may have been a
them.
little bit too early that Delina's not going to be able to
Delina's not
Laguna or
ready.
anything.
She is hexed up onto the Naga Siren. Duels. Fleet's coming in.
Maybe the
Doesn't
boat
get any
will
heroes right now.
miss.
Mirror image. She's doing so much damage right now.
There's
Troll!
more than one boat though,
Killer!
boys. Let's keep
Guys,
going.
They're hitting right now.
God.
Oh my god.
Bash on
Penguin
the cello.
disappearing. Troll turns around. Manta style.
The double big slam onto two in the backside. I don't know what they can do anymore. They get the lead and no buyback and Taylor has to
That's
go
GG.
right to the divine, boys.
Apes reborn. Apes reborn.
Let's
Apes
fucking
reborn.
go, boys.
My boys.
Apes win their first game of the tournament.
Shout out to Drago,
Hey,
man.
third if you count the 2 buys.
No, we
Or
don't
the-
count. We don't talk about those.
Yeah. That's what got us in NAGCL. That's what's gonna make us neglect teams, man.
Some big dig energy, boys. Let's go.
That was some swag. Who's playing Earthshaker? I forgot. That guy's a
That was
monster.
Calypsis.
Calypsis. What a fiend, dude. Changed so many fights. I don't even know what to say at this point. I told you this game was gonna be Dota history. The back and forth. I want to look at the graph, dude. Oh my god. It looks like abstract art. It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's just literally back, forth,
It-
up,
it's a
down, up,
mountain
down, up,
range,
down.
yeah.
And it's a mirror image pretty much. It's like however high one team goes, it'll go in favor of the other team just as much. Like, oh my god. It's a crazy game. And like I said, the Lina effect, like you commit so much into a hero that dies so easily. BKB, Aeon Disc, like these items address the issue, but they never solve it because one like you buy BKB, troll hits you to death. You buy a Lincoln Sphere, troll hits you to death. You buy like a Heaven's Halberd or something, you die to boats. You buy BKB, I said that already, troll hits you to death. You already know what happens. You can't really itemize perfectly against it, and if you do too much, you just don't do any damage. It's a really weird hero. You have to have such a specific draft for it, I think. And this wasn't it.
The Naga just didn't really end up doing anything because they have so much AoE lockdown for both her and her illusions with both the Shaker and the Kunkka. They didn't go BKB on either her or the Alina too, so some
I
rough
think
stuff.
it was definitely like a mixed bag of a lot of problems that they couldn't address properly. Again, like Lina was just so vulnerable, and then Naga Siren spent so much time farming, and it did pay off. Like she was like a big hero, but it felt like for the most part her role was to just like tank all the team fighting from Dire, and then just like step out of the fight for 5 seconds and come back and like try and fight with their team. And while that worked out for a while, once the Dire team like was able to just dispatch all of their illusions and dispatch the supports on the Radiant team very quickly, it became an inefficient strategy, and they were able to run down Lina, run down Legion Commander. And, like whenever Troll hit a hero, like their HP bar just disappeared really quickly, just surprisingly fast. Yeah, that's the build. And again, it's just the circumstances of the game. That's her role. Like, just take all the damage she can for her team, because they have to answer the Naga's illusions. But her pushback isn't the greatest. It's a counter initiation without the oomph. Like, you don't feel it. If they had like a more, I guess if they had two like kind of all any heroes, like if I don't know. I think if like Lina was the techies or the Huskar, I think this game would have gone differently or something.
The techies, right? The
Honestly, I think
techies.
I'm still holding on to that. I feel betrayed. You guys hyped me up. I was like, I'm actually ready for it, and then they just Lina.
I think the Lena was fine. I don't know. It felt like they were just trying to counter the Bat Rider in lane, maybe like a little bit too hard with both the Legion and the Naga. Seems can't really pick your like main carry third. It's I don't know, unless it's like a cheese hero.
I would have liked the Shadow Demon in this game for Dire. I mean Radiant.
It was like first ban both games though.
Oh, I see. Probably should have been paying attention.
That's alright. That's alright.
But yeah, it's such a interesting game to see how it went back and stop. And that's the thing with the Bat Rider as well. It's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you counter him too hard, you can counter your draft. But you know, you get the lane you wanted, I guess, but then you just get run over. And if you do counter him, then if you don't counter him, he just runs over your lane. And even if he doesn't win the lane necessarily, even if you completely stomp on him, he can just go in the jungle for like 10 minutes, come out with a blink dagger, and everything else he needs, boots, travel, like he did. Because we saw he like kind of lost his lane, but he just came out on top. He just had bots, he just had blink dagger after a while, and he's ready to do some stuff with the team, like troll, warlord, transitions into like the fighting core, and they were able to make stuff happen on the map.
Just with all the Bat Rider counters banned out, they're probably just scared that if they didn't pick not Naga, then they wouldn't be able to. But it's just like it's the difference between hard countering the enemy offlaner versus them hard countering your main carry. It's much more impactful to counter the main carry than it is the Bat Rider.
Naga did her job this game. Again, it's sometimes you just can't do anything after a while. Their heroes fall up, and like Troll Warlord fell up really hard.
Fell up.
he was doing so much damage. It was just ridiculous. Like Naga Siren had heart, she had Mantis Style, she had all these evasion items like with her butterfly and her talent, and Troll would literally just turn onto her and she was dead.
All right, boys. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you for joining us.
GG.
Underlords, Dota 2. This feels good, man. We're